everybody. Jim Weller here, and you are watching Weller Does Delmarva, and that was the lineup for today's show. And there's one more individual been added. Mr. Ryan McCracken from Boulevard Auto Sales in Georgetown is going to be with us in the 7:30 time slot, and he's going to talk about how easy it was to sell Jim Weller a brand new vehicle. Okay, you know how when people win the big ball games and stuff, they say, I'm going to Disney World. Okay, I think Ryan's going to Disney World after selling me a vehicle. I'm not sure. But anyway, we got a lot going on today, and you are watching Weller Does Delmarva. Colin Walls is coming down. So we're going to talk about Walls Service Center real quick before we get on the radio, because we're going to be on the radio too. So if you got to get up and get rolling, you can listen on Delaware 105.9. All right, Colin Walls, good morning to you.
Good morning to you. And
how's it going?
Well, it's great. A little snowy out this morning. Did you notice that, or did you just not notice it?
No, I had to clear the sidewalk and everything.
Okay. All right, after you rolled it out, you had to clear it. Okay.
Yep. So anyway, Walls Service Center is
open today.
Okay.
We are open today, and give us a call. Maybe we can get you scheduled in. I don't know how much opening we have or not, but call Tracy there once we get open. And
8 o'clock?
Well, yeah, 8 o'clock, yep. And,
8 o'clock on Saturdays. What is it, 8 to noon?
8 to noon, yeah.
7:30 to 5:30 through the week.
Yep.
And then a person could go to wallservicecenter.com.
Right.
And request an appointment. In other words, I mean, I guess they just put down, hey, I'd like to get an oil change next week at 9 o'clock on Wednesday. And as long as that works, you don't contact them back. In
That's
other words,
right.
if you don't hear back, you're good to go.
You're good to go. If you do hear back, then we'll let you know, hey, that doesn't work for us, and will this time work for you? And then you can.
But let's say somebody today or over this weekend has a mechanical problem and they have to have their vehicle towed.
Yeah.
Just have it towed straight to Walls Service Center.
Right. We've had people in the past tow it to their house, and then they got to get it towed again. Right. So just do it all in one shot. Just tow it to us. Okay. Most of the local tow companies know where to put the keys. If not, there's a mail slot right in the front door to just drop them through there. Or if that doesn't work, or if they can't figure it out, then just bring them to us Monday morning. Well, this week it would be Tuesday morning because we're closed for New Year's Day.
Right.
So that's the other thing. We are closed New Year's Day. Monday, yep.
Right.
Yep.
All right.
We will open early, 7:30 Tuesday morning.
Okay.
And we'll be ready to roll, and let's get some work done and start the new year off right on a good foot. And
with a good, safe vehicle. It's too cold to be broke down. In other words, it's not worth the risk. So if you need an oil change, never dealt with Walls Service Center, it's a new year. It's a good time to switch over to Walls Service Center because their oil changes come with this little checklist that checks things like the life and strength of your battery.
Well, that's what I was just getting ready to mention. I noticed yesterday, I said, man, we have got a selection. Our battery guy comes once a week, and we have got a stack of batteries that we've put in this week. The cores. So
right, which means you've sold some new batteries.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, and our battery rack was
now you install
diminished.
Them too.
We do install them. Oh, yeah.
Okay, because, there's a lot of places sell batteries, and they might lend you a wrench or a tool, but they're not going to install it.
Right. No, we install it, and as a matter of fact, batteries aren't as easy to install as they were. We did a battery late yesterday afternoon, and
little involved.
You had to pull the whole air box out. You had you had to pull the relay fuse and relay center out of it. Okay.
So if you didn't know what you're doing, you might put your battery in and then have another problem because you've messed up one of the sensors.
I would say that if you got to that point, you would probably look at it and say, I am not touching it.
Yeah, but you're stranded at that point.
Right.
Because now your car don't start. You're home trying to put your own battery in.
Right, or you're in the parking lot of somewhere, of a parts store, or
All right, we're on the radio, so good morning to everybody. We're Weller Does Delmarva. That's who you're listening to. So if you're driving down the road, we're going to say, can you see this? Can you see that? But listen, I want to tell you that we're on the radio, we're on TV, we're on Facebook Live, and we're also live right inside Smith's Cafe. So if you'd like to be part of the show, come on down. I'll buy your breakfast as long as you give me a review of your breakfast. So anyway, Walls Service Center was just talking to me, Colin Walls. You're open today, and you're ready for business.
That's right. Give us a call, 422-8110, wallservicecenter.com on the web, downtown Milford, 220 Northeast Front Street. Stop in, say hi.
All right, everybody. So Jim Weller here, and we are here. One of the biggest shows we've ever had. This is our last show of the year. So if you'd like to witness it, come on down. We are in Smith's Cafe, which is in Seaford, and it's inside the Delmarva Teen Challenge thrift store. And you say, where is this place? Well, here's where it's at. It's where the old Food Lion Shopping Center used to be in Seaford. Delmarva Teen Challenge has a mega thrift store, 30-some thousand square foot thrift store. Now, it doesn't open till 9 o'clock today, but the restaurant opened at 6, and we are here, and I've already had breakfast, and Brooks has had breakfast, and Katie's had breakfast, and Colin and Colin's had breakfast, and the only one left to have breakfast is you. You. So come on down, have breakfast, get over here, have a word with me, and I'll buy your breakfast, okay? So anyway, we are here. I got my friend Rick Fowler, No Nonsense Office Machines. He's going to be on in just a minute, and he's going to talk to us about a lot of different things. We got Barry from Dry Zone on his way. We got a lot of different people coming up. But I want to talk about chiropractic care, okay? You've heard me continuously talk about Dr. T, is the owner-operator of Peninsula Chiropractic Center, and he also has a gentleman working with him. They work as a team, and that's Dr. Bud, okay? So we've got Dr. T, Dr. Bud. They're both doctors of chiropractic care down there at Peninsula Chiropractic Center. So it's a new year. Maybe you've got some aches and pains. Maybe you deal with a chiropractor, and you're not getting the results you were hoping to. Maybe you've never dealt with a chiropractor, and you don't even know if what ails you is chiropractic fixable, okay? So here's the thing. If you don't know whether you're fixable or not fixable, or whether it's chiropractic care you need or something else, hey, I got an offer for you. If you give a call to 629-4344, 629-4344, and say, hey, I heard about you on Jim Weller's show, and I want to take advantage of the free offer. The free offer is this. You make an appointment, and you can go down, and you can meet with Dr. Bud or Dr. T, and there's going to be no charge, okay? And what is the purpose of this visit? The purpose is so they can hear what's going on, so they can see you and determine if they can help you. So you're not going to have a copay. You're not going to have a deductible. It's not going to cost you anything. This first initial visit is going to be absolutely free. When have you heard of a doctor ever making an offer like that? So that is an exclusive Jim Weller's Weller Does Delmarva show offer. They do massages. It's like a wellness center. So from the first time you make the first phone call and you make your appointment, if you have questions about what your insurance covers, Joyce can help you with that. It's a great family-friendly place. My grandkids go there. In fact, I have a grandson, just a few weeks old, and my daughter Kim is saying, I think I'm going to get him adjusted. And I said, that should be a Facebook Live. Okay? So anyway, we'll see. So anyway, little babies to grown adults and everything in between, you give a call. 629-4344, 629-4344, PeninsulaChiroCenter.com on the web, and like them on Facebook if you would. Good people, you'll enjoy dealing with them. Now, speaking of good people, here he is, everybody. Drum roll, please. There it is. Here he is, Rick Fowler, No Nonsense Office Machines, a no-nonsense guy. Are you open today?
We are open today.
Okay, about 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock.
Okay, so No Nonsense is open today.
Yes,
it's
sir.
your last chance to buy something from them this year.
Hurry, we're selling out fast.
Hurry, okay? He's only got a building full of inventory left. So, anyway, what's going on? You been busy? Not busy?
My gosh.
Is that, oh my gosh, I wish I was busier? Or,
Oh, I always wish I'm busier.
all right, Katie's going to
I'm
take
busy.
our picture. Look at that. Isn't she great? She does these little collages, and she makes us all look thinner and taller and adds a little hair. All right, anyway, go ahead.
We could always be busier, but
Yes,
we
we
are
could.
busy. We are busy.
Good year?
Good year.
Feeling
year.
good about next year?
If it keeps going like it is, yes.
Okay.
I'm impressed with what's happened so far.
Well.
This is usually a slower time for us, but
Right.
we've been busy.
Been busy. Well, good. I mean, in all honesty, not just Weller Does Delmarva. You've advertised more than you used to.
We've done a little bit more advertising, not too much more, but most of our advertising is word of mouth.
And so that's the word is good.
Yes, we've been
The
in
word on the
business
street is good.
in business for a long time. Just by word of mouth says a lot, in my opinion.
I would agree, because word of mouth could put you out of business too.
Yes, it can.
In other words, so.
Quick.
But anyway, yeah. So No Nonsense Office Machines. You sell What do you sell? You sell so much stuff, in other words.
Well, I guess mainly computers.
Yes, computers.
For the average person, businesses, gamers.
But like
custom
with
built.
us, I think we bought 7 computers. In other words, so you can network them if need be.
Whatever you need.
You can make them print to.
Well, we
a
style
printer
them
or
to
a
what
copy.
you need. We
Correct.
style them to exactly what you ask for,
Right.
what you need, what your uses are going to be. We'll build that system directly for you. You're not getting anything that you don't need.
Right.
So you're not paying for things that you're never going to use.
And you're not getting things that will slow your computer
Correct.
down
Correct.
or mess you up. I know that when we
Well,
figured out what we wanted.
Our busy time is about to hit normal.
Okay.
The people who go out Black Friday,
Oh, yeah.
they get those Black Friday specials aren't always a good deal. They seem to be,
And the
but
computers
they're
are
not.
full of a lot of, I'll call it, different programs that you don't
Oh,
want.
they'll load them up with like 20 or 30 different trial programs.
Right.
That'll constantly bombard you with.
Or you
hey,
accidentally
update,
buy
update.
one,
Yeah, you need to update. You need to pay for this.
Right.
And then they
Wears you
all
out.
of a sudden your system starts slowing way down. So come January, February, we will be bombarded with those Christmas specials.
Because what I hear you saying is, in the event you got a computer online or one of the big box stores, and you want some of that junk taken off of there,
Bring it by.
and you want your computer to operate.
That is the big
as
thing I
fast-
wanted to talk about today is because, Christmas is over.
Right.
You've had a
you got
chance.
what you got.
If you notice your kids aren't using that computer that you bought them, or the laptop you bought them, or the tablet you bought them, ask them why they're not using
Right.
it. We can probably help.
Tweak it.
We can help make it faster. We can make
Okay.
it stronger, better, whatever they need
Because
it to be.
in the kids' world, if they're gaming, they know whether that computer was the right one or the wrong one.
Correct. We just they actually bought a computer somewhere else.
Okay.
Okay, and they were very dissatisfied with the computer. He brought it in. He wanted to do virtual reality on it, virtual reality games. We actually sold them. We rebuilt their system.
Okay. So they
Okay.
bought a computer somewhere else.
Brought it
Of
into
course,
us.
There was no service.
We
there.
did several upgrades to it.
Wow.
And it finally now plays the games that he wants it to play. We actually call our customers
Okay.
to make sure they're satisfied.
Okay.
We actually called, and the mother says, I haven't seen him in 2 days. He said he was up the first night till 5 o'clock in the morning playing his game, and it would
Wow.
not. It played beautifully for him, and he loves it.
Well, but they obviously came to you because wherever they bought it didn't offer any service.
Correct. They bought it
In other words,
online.
Online. So
They had it-
online, Mr. Online is about the worst place to get service.
Correct.
So
Because you
it
don't
better
really
be
know.
cheap.
Well, you don't know what you're getting when you're getting
Correct.
it online. I mean,
Correct.
they give you some nice specs.
Right.
It sounds like a great deal.
Right.
But then when you do get it home and turn it on, you go, wait a minute, this isn't what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of little tweaks that can be
Right.
done.
But with
to make
no
it run
nonsense,
better.
you can walk in the door.
Yes.
You can meet the owner.
Yes.
In other words, you're there. You're an owner, operator of your business.
And any one of us will sit down with you, discuss options, discuss what the good and the bad.
And I notice you're
aspects
pretty
are.
good with the English language.
I try to be.
Right. So, in other words, I can understand you when you're talking to me.
You don't have to press 1 for English.
Right.
I actually
Right.
I actually had to call somewhere yesterday. This is funny. I had to call somewhere yesterday, and I was waiting for them to tell me I had to press 1 for English. They actually told me to press 1 for Canadian French,
Really?
and then 2 was
Were you ordering
English.
coffee?
It was actually a new distributor of ours that's in Canada, I guess.
Really? Wow. Yeah, soon it'll be enter this door if you speak English, enter this door, if you don't. But anyway, it's crazy. But what you're saying is you're all about the service.
Exactly.
Whether you bought it from Rick, whether you bought it somewhere else, he can help you out with your problems. He's here to help you now.
Of course,
and
we
in the
prefer
future.
you buy it from us.
Absolutely.
Prefer that.
Right.
But if you bought it somewhere else, it is not a problem. Bring it in. Bring it in. We'll tweak it. We'll make it right. If not, hey, we'll trade it in.
Hey, right. We'll take
We'll
that
trade it
headache
in
off your
and
hands.
we'll trade it in and we'll put you in something you do like.
So you sell computers, you sell tablets, you sell copiers, you sell gaming systems.
Yes. Copiers. We've had a good run of selling copiers in the last couple of months.
Okay.
So I guess businesses all around are starting to spend money.
Yep. Oh, I believe next year is going to be one of the best years that America has seen in a long time. But it's for those who believe.
Yes.
Because I'm telling you, what you believe can happen will happen. And what you are a naysayer about will happen. In other
Well,
words,
you have to put yourself out there.
Yeah, and you have to, it's funny. The strangest thing happens to people who get up and work hard every day.
Yes.
They get lucky. They become successful. In other words, so anyway, no nonsense. Been around quite a few years.
At least 27 years now.
At least 27 years. So anyway, locally owned and operated, open 6 days a week, 5 days a week?
6 days a week, and by appointment.
Okay.
Normal hours are 8 to 5,
8 to
Monday
5,
through Friday.
Monday through Friday.
Saturday until noon.
Okay.
Or later if you need us to be.
Okay.
Again, call us.
Tell us what your needs are, and
Yes.
we'll see if we can accommodate.
We get people who have to be at work by 8
Yeah,
a.m.
that's true.
Yeah, we'll meet you.
Okay.
So if you want to come by our place 6, 7 o'clock in the morning,
Okay.
before you go to work, we'll actually be there, help you out.
Well, you're doing what's rare, good old-fashioned service.
Yes.
In other words, and that's, and I think what you're
We don't want to miss the opportunity to be
earn-
able to help somebody.
because you
and-
really need to earn their trust before you earn their business.
Exactly.
And it all starts with a phone call. Even on Facebook, I've heard you remark, you can friend request Rick. It's
Yes.
Rick. Is it Rick or
It's Richard? It's under Richard Fowler on Facebook.
On Facebook, send out a friend request to him. Do it now, Richard Fowler. And then if you're sitting around at 10 o'clock at night and you have a question, you might just be able to send him a message
Yes.
and get an answer.
You just might.
Yep. In other words, I was remarking earlier, that the day of I work until this time, I'm now done. That day is over. In other words, customers of today, they want responses at 10 o'clock at night and 11 o'clock at night.
Well, a lot of people, they live with their media. I mean,
Right.
they need their social media, they need their devices,
Right.
and they don't want to have to wait.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm there if you need my help. My guys are there if you need their help. We'll take care of it.
Yep. I find everybody to be knowledgeable, friendly, helpful, whether you call. I remember my daughter, we got these 2 laptops from me, and she
Yes.
had a question. I don't remember what it was, but it was very simple.
The mouse
And
quit working.
The mouse quit working, and
It was a press of a button.
Right, it was a press of a button, and she's like, "Wow, I didn't have to call a number, get put on hold for 15 or 20 minutes, and be talked to in a condescending type way." She said, "I called Rick. He got on the phone. I don't know if you answered the phone or somebody else did, and you answered her question, and that was it.
Yep.
Boom, boom.
Well,
Just that simple.
the systems that we sell, and if you ask us to, the ones we service, we'll put on a remote access.
Yes.
And with that remote access, and that's what she was probably expecting. Mm-hmm. We
Well, it wasn't even
we
necessary.
didn't even
Right.
need to go that
Right.
far.
Well, she was real happy.
Yep,
I
good.
mean, she said, I feel a little silly now, but I'm glad I asked the question because now I have the answer and I could just move on.
Yeah. It's better than getting frustrated and thinking there's a problem when there actually isn't. That's
Right. And then that frustration builds and stuff
Something
like
else
that.
to bring up is, now that you have bought new computers for Christmas time, your old computers, a lot of people don't know what to do with them, and they
Okay.
don't want to get rid of them because they have
Right.
information on them.
That's true.
We can get that information off. We can put it on your new system.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter whether you bought it from us or not. We will still take that old information off, put it on your new system, or we'll put it on an external drive for you, whatever you prefer.
Okay.
And we can
So
do
if
that
you
with
need
your phones as well.
Any kind of help with your
Yes.
phone, with your tablet, with your laptop, if you didn't buy it from Rick, Rick's still willing to help you.
Yes.
In other words, because he's all about service, okay? So anyway, phone number, contact info.
302-856-7381. We are 2 miles east of the circle on the right-hand side, right before Sports by the Beach. We got a big red, white, and blue sign out front, flags out front, big showroom. Come in, see what we have. It's always changing. We
All right.
always have.
You're going to be there yourself today?
I will not be there.
Okay.
We got a big family function going
Oh,
on
there
for
you go.
ourselves today.
Okay.
But
You're closed Monday?
I will be closed Monday.
Back at it Tuesday?
Back at it Tuesday.
Okay.
With
But open
what-
today till noon?
Yeah, open today till
Okay.
noon. See, Will. Last thing I'd like to say to everybody is thank you for your business. Thank you for the support. We appreciate
Well,
everybody.
Well, thank you for doing such a good job for Wellers, in other words, and some of the equipment we use here during the show and stuff like that you've been involved in. So it's no nonsense office machines. I want to ask if people would just call 856-7381 and just say, Rick, thanks a lot for your support of Weller Does Delmarva. I'd appreciate that. But if you need anything, he's a good guy. He'll take good care of you. I promise he'll do a good job. So anyway, and if he doesn't, I'll get on him for you. All right. No Nonsense Office on Facebook also?
Yes, No Nonsense Office Machines on Facebook.
Website?
No Nonsense Office Machines.com.
Okay.
You
There's-
can reach me anytime.
Richard Fowler on
Richard
Facebook.
Fowler on Facebook. Please friend
Okay.
me, like my page.
Did I give you a Weller's discount card
Not yet.
All right, well, here
Not
you
yet.
go. Here is yours. Let's see what number we're going to give you. 379. Let's see if I got a better number. I don't. 350.
350.
How's that?
All right.
All right.
And I'm on there.
And you're on there. $25 discount on a service.
That's right. When that
All right.
still goes for the rest of this week.
Okay.
Or if they need their cleanings done, $25
right. Yep.
with the card.
So stop and see Rick today just for the heck of it. All right, Rick, I'm going to leave you, okay?
All right,
Happy
sir.
New Year, my
Happy
friend.
New
Thank
Year.
you for your support,
Thank you.
okay? All right. You'll hear him again here in the near future, but he supports the show every week, so we thank him. We thank him. We thank him. Now, we're here inside Smith's Cafe. I have already ate. I will eat again, I promise, before I leave here. Pools and Spas Unlimited. You say, holy mackerel, Jim. Now we're going to talk about pools. Absolutely. You know the best time to buy a pool is in the middle of the winter. That's the best time to get the deal. That's the best time to get the time, whether you want one made out of concrete or cement, vinyl, or fiberglass. Pools and Spas Unlimited in Milford can help you out. Now listen what I bought. I told you I bought a sauna. We love the sauna, okay? It's got all different color lights. Me and Denise can't even agree on what color lights to turn on inside this thing. But anyway, we got this sauna. Then I got a hot tub too. Put the hot tub in the corner of my bedroom. And guess who just recently discovered they love the hot tub? My grandkids. Okay, they think it's an indoor swimming pool, all right, with super hot water. So anyway, I think there was 3 of them in there the other day. So we got a hot tub. I think they call it a spa, okay? So for people that have been to college, it's a spa, and for us high school graduates, it's a hot tub. So anyway, whether you need a spa, a hot tub, a pool, you need chemicals, inflatables, you just need some advice or input, check out Pools and Spas Unlimited. And you say, where in the world is this place? It's at North Rehoboth Boulevard, more exactly 219 North Rehoboth Boulevard. They've got a phone number, and I'd like you to just give them a call and say, good morning. I just got your number from Jim Weller, and I wanted to say good morning. I want to buy a swimming pool for all of my children, and I'm ready to order them. 424-1999. 302-424-1999. SwimDelmarva.com on the web. Like them on Facebook. Pools and Spas Unlimited of Milford. And that's Milford, Delaware, not Milford, Connecticut. Okay? 424-1999. Get yourself a spa, and you'll enjoy it. Your kids will enjoy it. Your grandkids will enjoy it. And that's where I draw the line. That's it. All right? So anyway, Pools and Spas Unlimited. Okay, I forgot to mention this already. Sharing is caring. Please hit the share button. And I found out it's not spelled C-H-E-E-R. It's S-H-A-R-E, okay? I see that Barry has arrived. He weathered the snowstorm. Barry's a very sensitive driver, okay? He likes to rip and rear. He's probably been out in the parking lot doing donuts. But anyway, just saying. Has anybody ever got in trouble at the Dover Mall for doing donuts in the parking lot? Man, I used to work that security crew over. I used to go up there all the time in the snow because Denise lived in Little Creek. So we used to go to the Blue Hen Mall parking lot and rip and rear all through that parking lot doing donuts. And sometimes it was snowing and sometimes it wasn't. So anyway, so me and the security people, I think it was called the Blue Hen Mall, we became on a first name basis. I said, hey, it's a good time for you to take a break. And they said, it's a good time for you to quit acting up. All right, so enough said with that, all right? Because I don't know if the statute of limitations, what it is on doing donuts in the parking lot. But we had fun. All right, now, what's next, Brooks? Have I missed anything? Is Weller's going to be open today?
Yeah, they're going to be open today. They open at 9 o'clock.
And Brandon is looking to sell some trailers.
He is. He's behind like normal.
Oh, man, that was mean. That's Brooks' little brother.
Yeah, it is.
All right. They look like twins if you see them standing side by side.
Sure.
They both have white teeth.
Yeah, like the twins, like the movie, like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny
Right,
DeVito.
right.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it is.
Right.
I got all the muscle.
Right. He's got all the brains. No, I'm just kidding. He might have them.
I don't
Anyway,
know.
so Brandon
They're
does a good
lost
job.
somewhere there.
So, anyway, you guys do a good job. We've had a good year. We finally broke the 1,000 trailer mark. Is that right?
Yes, we broke the
Have we ever done it before?
Based on my numbers from 2013 forward, no. I don't
Okay.
know if before 2013 or not.
Okay. But it's been a good year.
Yeah, it's definitely been a good year.
So we've sold 1,000 trailers.
Over 1,000.
Over 1,000.
Yep.
1,001.
Yeah, I think it's 1,015 or something like that.
15.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have a hefty goal today. We're going to try to sell 35 trailers in one day. We're going to try to get out of there at 1 o'clock, but we definitely want to be out of there by 5 o'clock. Is that right?
Sure.
Okay, so we're not in a real hurry, but we're in a hurry. So hurry up, because it
Hurry
is
up
a
and
busy
wait.
day. Huh?
Hurry up and wait.
Hurry up and wait. Right. Take your time, but hurry up. But anyway, we're going to be open. It's Weller's Utility Trailers. It's the last day of the year for us. We've got some really good specials. You can see them at wellers.com. Most of the trailers are there.
Yep.
We got a can-do, will-do attitude, and we want to earn your business today. Today. Tomorrow could be too late. In fact, we're not even open tomorrow, right?
That's correct.
Are we closed Monday for New Year's
We're
Day?
closed Monday as well, yes.
Are we going to open Tuesday, or you want to stay closed Tuesday too?
We're going to open Tuesday.
All right. So anyway, wellers.com. Is that right?
That's correct.
We still using the World Wide Web?
Yes, www.
www. What would Weller do? All right. Now, can I talk about Jerry Santoro?
Sure.
Jerry's Lawn Care, everybody. It's the time to think about who's going to cut your grass next year because you're just sick of doing it. Well, Jerry does all kinds of lawn care. Seeding, fertilizing, whatever you need done, lawn care. He installs pavers, too. He is a certified E.P. Henry paver installer, okay? Then he sells firewood. This is the big thing right now. Everybody wants firewood, and they want it seasoned. They don't want that unseasoned stuff, okay? So Jerry has seasoned firewood, okay? He has hardwood like oak, cherry, and hickory, and he can deliver it to you. He can deliver you a small load or a big load or as many loads as you want. Like maybe you just want a load of firewood every month, okay? He can help you out with that. But he also does tree work. So he like cuts down trees, trims up trees, digs up stumps, grinds up stumps. He clears lots. He can dig a foundation. He can help you with many things. So all you got to do is give him a call. Phone number 363-6025, 363-6025. And that number works best if you dial it in that order. Okay? And it's jlc-llc.com on the web. Check him out. Estimates are free. He's a good guy. He'll do a good job. If you need something done around your yard, you give him a call and see if he'll do it. Now, today is Saturday. Kids eat free at Smith's Cafe, okay, till noon. So for every paying adult, one child can eat free. What a deal, all right? They're open 6 days a week, and guess what's going to happen next Sunday? A week from tomorrow, Smith's Cafe will be open 7 days a week. So that way, if you go into church and you want to come here, or if you could come here for breakfast or lunch after church, or you could do both probably. So anyway, that's the 7th, I think it is. Is that right? I'm not sure, but I think it is the 7th. So anyway, but, and they're open New Year's Day. They're open this Monday. We should all get together for lunch and Brooks should buy. Who's up for that? Call in if you like that idea. All right? So, what else is going on? Barry's here. I saw Ryan McCracken is here.
Yep.
We have a really interesting thing. There was a really odd picture of me and another gentleman almost as tall as me, and then this other guy. It reminded me of like the bars on a for your cell phone, okay, like that. But anyway, they had to get a gentleman the same height as me to demonstrate the vehicle, so we could adjust the seats and everything properly. And we're going to explain that in just a minute. Are we taking a break from the radio? Okay, here we go. We're going to continue right on TV. So we are right here with you. We're here for you. If you're hungry, come on down. We're at Smith's Cafe in Seaford, Delaware. And I'll buy your breakfast if you'll give me a review of your breakfast, okay? All right, here we go. Good morning, everybody. Morning. How's it going? Good. Colin, are you there?
I'm here. I thought that was a great idea. I saw that picture. I was like, they got a guy specifically to adjust
same height
people's
as
seat.
me.
Now, Ryan could adjust my seat for me.
Well, then the seat would have been all messed up. In other words, the steering wheel wouldn't have been right, the mirror.
Right.
I'd be like, so anyway.
They
did real good.
That's
It's all about
service.
customer service.
Right. I didn't even
They found
realize
a guy the same height as me to demonstrate the vehicle. Wasn't that cool?
that. Right, and that's not easy to find.
That's
Somebody
not
that
easy
tall.
to find. We're a select breed. We're vertically challenged. There it is right there.
There it is, yeah.
Look at us.
He looks a little narrower than you, though.
He does.
Yeah.
But he's probably wearing a slimming suit or something
Oh, that's
like
probably
that.
what your jacket
Right?
was.
Look
Yeah,
at how
you got
tall
that.
the other guy is. All right. Well, there it is, folks.
There it
That's a
is.
visual. All right. So we're going to be talking to them here this morning.
All right, that's going to be good.
Yeah, I'm sure they're excited. All right.
All
Colin
right.
Walls,
I'm
World
here.
Service Center.
Wall Service Center, downtown Milford. We are open today. We'll be opening at 8 o'clock. You can give a call right now if you want and just see if Tracy's there, but I would she's there.
We're going to get Tracy's cell phone number and start giving it out, okay?
Oh, okay. To talk on the way in. Yeah.
Talk her in. All right, Tracy. Next road, you turn right. Because all roads lead to Wall Service Center.
That's right. Eventually.
Downtown Milford.
Right.
Eventually.
Yep. So anyway, we're doing lots of things there. We're doing everything. We checked the car out yesterday, and it needs a whole differential, and that's something we can do. We can put a differential or an axle in.
There isn't much you can't do. I mean, you've shared some stories where sometimes somebody else will send a car on over to you that maybe wasn't something they do, but pretty much short of tires, you do just about everything.
Tires and alignment. And as a matter of fact, we do a lot of front end work on cars, and we work with another shop to do the alignments for us, and we take them over there and we take them there and pick them up, and we pay for it. And
handle it.
Just put it right onto their bill with us, and that way it's one less step a customer has to take.
One less step.
Right, and we're trying to just be convenient for the customers.
Speed and ease is what it's called. Speed and ease.
Speed and ease.
Help make my life as simple as you can.
Yep, and really that's what it's about. Let's make it as simple as possible. I mean, I know I don't have time to be dealing with little things here and there, and that's what our checklist is all about, is getting ahead of any problems that you have on the car, and noticing that, you're going to need some brakes coming up. So why don't we just schedule that?
A little low.
Why don't we just schedule that when you're having an oil change done the next time, and let's...
And you can budget and plan and so on and so forth.
Yep. So here's a checklist we do here when we do check your car out.
So look at this checklist, folks, and wherever you're getting your oil changed, if you're not receiving one of these every time, there's an added value service that you're not receiving. So
sure. Yep.
Okay. Wall Service Center.
Wall Service Center. 422-8110. Right there on the screen.
What's the phone number?
wallservicecenter.com on the web. Schedule an appointment there. Give us a call. Schedule an appointment through the phone, or you can just stop in and schedule an appointment verbally and in
Or just leave your vehicle there and say, Colin, just fix everything you can find from the front bumper to the rear bumper.
Right. We don't do bumpers, but we can diagnose a bumper anyway.
All right, there we go.
All right.
Wall Service Center, check him out. We're getting ready to prep for the radio. Tell me when we're ready. Are we ready? Are we back on the radio? Okay, so those listening on the radio, do not stare at your radio. This is a live show. It's on radio. It's on TV. It's on Facebook. We're streaming it. But when you're driving, pay attention. Look out of the windshield. Do not look at the radio, because all of the things we talk about and the things that we show you, you'll not be able to see them on your radio no matter how intently you stare at it, okay? So don't do that, all right? If you're out and about, we would like you to come on down to Smith's Cafe. And people say, where is Smith's Cafe? It's in Seaford. And I'm like, it's inside the Delmarva Teen Challenge thrift store. And they say, where's that? Okay, well, that's inside where Food Lion Shopping Center used to be. Food Lion had to move out so that Teen Challenge could move in. This is like a mega thrift store. I believe it's the biggest thrift store I've ever seen. It's 30-some thousand square feet. Okay, nice and clean, and everything's priced. They have fitting rooms for the clothes, so it's real nice. It opens at 9 o'clock, okay? Now, we're here inside Smith's Cafe, which is right inside, and it's a full-blown restaurant. And they've got takeout, they've got eat-in, they've got whatever you want. They've got really good crab cakes, Krabby Burgers. I had the French toast. I've had bacon. Really good. Free napkins with all purchases. Free salt and pepper. Really nice clean restrooms. Family-friendly environment. Very nice and clean. Great prices, too. So come on down. If you come down and eat breakfast and have a word with me and tell me how your breakfast was, I will buy your breakfast. Doesn't get much better than that. All right? Now, I have to be here, so that's before 10 o'clock. All right. My next guest / victim / friend, guest, victim, friend, is Barry Adkins from Dry Zone.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
How was your ride in?
Exciting.
Okay. Were any animals harmed on your way to work?
None.
All right. So anyway, was it slippery?
There were some spots out there. I know the car in front of me, as we pulled off of 20 onto 13, he hit it a little hard and
really?
Did a little slide for 5 there for a minute.
No kidding.
So
now, were you out here doing donuts in the parking lot?
Not at all.
Wasn't you?
No, somebody else.
Somebody else. All right. So. Right. Well, he parked in the same spot the guy that did the donuts did.
Yeah, it's a coincidence.
Right. So Dry Zone, busy time there.
It is always a busy time.
Moisture and weather create things.
Creates problem down there. So like right now, we're people like in their basements, and we're showing them how we can take care of their cold floors and cold walls.
Oh, yeah.
Because one of the big things now in the basement is, your furnace is down there, and that's what's keeping it warm, but your heat goes right out the walls because it goes
that's
from
true.
more to less, and we can use thermal imaging cameras to show you where the loss
much
is.
you're losing.
And that's just dollars going out the wall and the
Out
window.
the walls, yeah. That's the kind of stuff people never even think about.
All right, they say, basements are always damp and cool. Well,
Yeah.
no, they don't
Not
have to be.
supposed to be. They don't have to be, because that's where all your ductwork's at.
Absolutely. So we can, show people how to take care of that, and of course announce again that we now do electrical.
Yes.
So we have Tony on board, a master
Yep.
electrician.
So
And,
something as simple as changing a receptacle or putting in a paddle fan, or I
you-
just built a workbench in my garage and I need some receptacles.
And then we can do that. And he can even
Okay.
tell you like what kind of tools you're going to use, so they make sure that you have
Yes,
different
the right
outlets.
amperage, right. I'm
And
going to
then-
have a big old drill press over here, and then a bench grinder right next to it,
Right.
and a parts washer. Well, we need to make sure we don't just plug all that into one big.
Correct, and he can tell you which ones needs to be GFI and all
That's
that type
right.
of stuff.
Yeah.
And we even do major work, like if maybe you're remodeling your family's old house and it has
Okay.
screw-in fuses, we can change
Okay.
those. We change the box and the wiring for the
Circuit
breakers.
breakers.
So
All
it's
right.
all that's available.
Do you remember fuses,
Yes.
or have you just seen pictures?
No, my parents' house had the
Oh,
glass
okay.
fuses.
All right.
And then, of course, when that house was built, all the outlets are on one string, and then over the years, new
And they have no
appliances
ground
come.
plug.
Yeah, you plug them in and pop.
Wow.
So,
All right.
so yeah, I remember those. But so we do all that, and of course, we can show you how to keep your crawl space dry and warm.
Okay.
And same way with your basements, and we all now do finished garages. So now, when you have your snowy car come in,
That's right.
we can keep the mold and mildew out of the garage.
Right. So it doesn't penetrate your sheetrock.
Absolutely. And all that starts as a phone call. It's a
Free estimates.
Free estimate. And,
All right.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Doesn't
And
get any
it's-
better than that. No high pressure.
No, we're just
Financing available if you want to remodel your basement
Absolutely.
and your garage.
And,
Financing's available.
And it's all about just it's an information type system.
Correct. Right. Starts with a phone call. Hey, Barry, or whoever you talk to.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, come on out and show me around and tell me what I need and what you can do and can't do.
Absolutely. And then we're going to send you a packet of information to get you started. So maybe
Beforehand.
you don't know what questions to ask.
Correct. I like that.
And then the designer will come out there. They'll discuss what your concerns are, come up with a plan, and then together the two of you will build a system that will suit your needs.
Right.
And then you make a decision.
And you have a good warranty behind things.
Absolutely.
In other words, and you're backed by a big nationwide group of people.
Oh,
so.
yes. We're part of a dealer network. There's 450 dealers nationwide, and in Canada and in Europe. And so anything that, we share information. So that's how we learn is
Right.
Because not everybody's home's the same.
Correct. But you're dealing with a lot of people that you're all using the same products.
Correct.
In other words, you're not going to a big box store and buying a product that was intended for another use, but we're going to use it for this use.
Absolutely.
Everything you use is designed specifically for what you do.
And it's proven.
Proven. Yeah.
So
it's
when we come
proven,
in there-
engineered, and warranted.
Right. So when I come in there or whoever comes and does the inspection, they say, this is what you need. That's going to fix it. There's no well, maybe.
And you've done so much work and been in business so long, you've got quite a list of customers. In other words, so
Yes.
if somebody says, well, who could I go and ask questions to other than you? In
Absolutely.
Other words, you've got people that are more than willing to, give a tour. I have given tour of my crawl space
Absolutely.
more than once. So in other words, so anyway, dryzone.com.
Yep. And
You still allowing people to stop by and say hi?
8 to 5,
Not
Monday
today.
through
You're
Friday.
not open. It's
Not
just
open
Monday
today.
through Friday,
Monday
right.
through Friday. And we'll give them a tour so they can actually see the wall systems that we use.
Because
the
you have
flooring.
one office that's up high that has a crawl space underneath it.
Yes.
Are
Sure.
people allowed to crawl in there?
Oh
if
yeah,
they
we
want
had
to?
we had somebody stop in yesterday.
So you could
I
see
showed
the
it to 'em.
smart jacks and the liner
It's
and
clean
everything.
and lit up. So we
Right.
take you through the whole thing because it goes.
And then you have those boards that you use in a basement. I forgot what it's called, but it's non-organic. I know
Right.
that word.
well,
Okay.
you talking about the flooring?
No, on the walls. In other words, where the
our Everlast wall system.
yes,
panels.
because at the dry zone barn, a water pipe busted one time.
Yes.
And when you came in, all the doors were leaking. There was just water running out the doors.
Looked like they'd raised the Titanic.
The water pump was really working. That 6-inch submerged, the 6-inch well was cranking water.
Yeah, that was.
But you could see the mark on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can see how this material just dried right out. Unlike
Mm-hmm.
sheetrock would create mold.
Absolutely. So it's because once that product's installed, it doesn't matter like if a pipe bursts, and you
Right.
just wash it, you just dry it up.
Right. Good idea.
So it's a great system.
And you can write on it and wipe it off.
Absolutely.
And you can beat it with a baseball bat if you feel like it.
Absolutely.
All right. So anyway,
Bill
it's pretty
threw a
good.
weight at
It's
it
like
the other
made
day.
out of cement.
It's a cement board with a 7 mil vinyl
Did you
coating.
notice I didn't say concrete?
Right.
I'm learning. All right, dryzone.com, 684
5034.
5034.
And give us a call.
Still on Facebook?
Facebook, yes, and all the other social media.
All the other. So look them up, like them, look at their pictures, go to their website, listen to some testimonials. Give Barry a call, 684-5034. Why don't you just call right now and just say, Happy New Year, Barry. You're doing a great job. Okay?
Thank you.
Anything else?
No, just stop by and visit.
What are you doing for New Year's?
It's going to be a quiet weekend, but I'm going over to friends. My buddies who are lobster fishermen are having a little get-together.
And you're going lobster fishing on New Year's Eve?
No. That's
you're
what
going to partake of the lobster.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Because there's a lot of lobster in Lower Delaware, isn't there?
Oh, yeah. And these two guys, that's
Found
what
them all.
They found them all.
All right. All right. Thanks a lot,
Thank
Barry.
you, guys.
All right. Take
Have a
care.
good New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Okay.
Thanks.
See you around. All right, everybody. Barry Atkins from Dry Zone. There he goes. We're getting Ryan McCracken lined up. We're also going to want to get Keith over here at some point. Did you bring your wife, Ryan?
No, that's my daughter.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I didn't know if you wanted to have your daughter on with you too or not. But I just noticed a height difference. So, all right. Well, anyway, you can have a seat if you want, but we're going to talk real quick about my accountant. His name is George Luff. What was that? Oh, George Luff, in other words. Anyway, it's my accountant, Luff and Associates, and we're talking a whole lot this time of the year, okay? Because I got properties, and then I got me, and then I got Weller's, and he's saying you need to do this or that with this or that, and so on and so forth. So anyway, if you have an accountant, it's a good thing. If you're looking for somebody new to deal with for your accounting work, Luff and Associates is always looking for new customers, okay? But they also have a system called Easy Payroll. And it's the time of year a lot of people are saying, I'm sick of fooling with the payroll, okay? And I want to deal with somebody that's going to keep up with it and handle things. And now I got wage attachments. And now I got 2 wage attachments on the same employee. What do I do? And things like that. So what I'm saying is, if you need help with your payroll and you don't want to be bothered with this and you just want to focus on what you do for a living and let him do what he does for a living, he can help you with your payroll. It's called a system called Easy Payroll. And George Luff has 3 locations in Milford. He has one in Milford, then he has one in Dover, and then he has one in Rehoboth. And I'm going to give you a phone number that will get you to all 3 locations. It's real easy peasy. It's real simple. Dial 422-9699, 422-9699, and say, hey, George, I heard about you on Jim's show. I'm ready to let you do my payroll, and I'd actually like you to even supply all the money to pay my employees. So that's how much service I'm looking for. I thought when he started doing my payroll, he would pay the people. No, he gathers all the information, and then I still have to pay him, okay? So anyway, I just want to let you know he'll help you in any way he can. George Luff's a good guy. His son Tyler's working with him. There's a whole group of people there, and I've been with him 25, 30-some years, so I'm very happy. So anyway, it's Luff and Associates. LuffCPAs.com on the web, 422-9699, and it works best if you dial it in that order, okay? So anyway, here we go. This is going to be fun. This is a brand new person being on our show. You met him last week. His name is Ryan McCracken. Good morning.
Good morning.
How is you?
I'm tired.
You're tired.
I had a
little short bald guy wear you out?
Well, we had a crazy deal last night, and we were out pretty late, and he just grinded us. This deal was tough.
It was like a stress test.
It was.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, she's going to take our picture real quick. This is Katie. She prays over every picture. She's down there kneeling. She does a good job. But anyway, thank you very much for the great service.
Appreciate that.
Okay. You are the general manager of Boulevard?
Of Georgetown and Boulevard of Lewis.
Of Lewis. Okay. And we met last Saturday pretty much for the first time.
That was the first time in person.
You brought a vehicle here, and since then we have talked probably 50, 75 times through the week, and we finally have whittled each other down.
We did. We came to an agreement.
We came to an agreement, and all parties survived, and we're happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So
we
I didn't drive the
about it.
vehicle this morning because I didn't want to get it dirty.
Oh, yeah,
So-
I understand that.
Right. I took it home. I had my wife clean the garage out, and I put it right in there. I cleaned the garage out. So anyway, she let me. But anyway, so you're open today.
We are open today, and it's the last day of the year, so any businesses that are out there that are looking for that last-minute write-off,
Because you know that
today's
might
the
not
day.
be there next year.
It might not.
In other words, you know, I mean, like there's a real reality. If you're going to, is it called Section 179?
179. They do
Yep.
it every year, so I'm not a tax professional, but
I'm not either.
You can write up to 100% off, from what I understand.
Yes.
And so you might know about it more about it
than I do. Yes, it all depends on your tax structure and how you want to do it. But I'll say it this way. Section 179, if you're buying equipment, in other words, is a great thing because you can determine, do I want to write a lot off this year or depreciate it out? But you have that option. But there is a strong possibility with all the new tax changes. Next year is going to be an unbelievable year for accountants. You're going to need a good accountant for next year.
Correct.
Because there's going to be a lot of changes. But right now, you've got all day long. You'll be open until 4 or 5?
6 at a minimum, but we're probably going to be there until like 8 to 10 o'clock, I'm sure.
Okay.
It's going to be a little bit crazy.
Now, do you have a goal? You're going to try to sell 40, 50, 80? How many cars in
between
one day?
both of my stores, we're looking to sell a minimum of 30 cars.
30
so
cars.
15 each dealership.
So if one dealership sells 18, do they get to close up and go home and the other one stay open?
No. So if we
I was
have
just
customers
suggesting.
still coming in, we're gonna
Take care of them.
Yep. Until the
Now,
last
can people
customer
get
starts.
finance today?
Absolutely.
Okay, so in other words, a person could literally walk in today and they could look at a vehicle, test drive it. Your people know it's cold out. In other words, no
absolutely.
attitudes except an attitude of gratitude.
Absolutely.
Okay, so and here's what I experienced. I'll be honest with you. In other words, you brought the vehicle over last week. That was kind of cool. Okay, in other words, but I've experienced a lot of communication. You're on Facebook. We've been communicating as late as 10 or 11 o'clock at night. We've been talking on the phone. We've been emailing, and what I'm learning is that is the wave of the future. In other words, it's like you need to be responsive. If I got a question and it's crossed my mind at 9 or 10 o'clock at night, I can at least launch it out there.
Absolutely.
And I might or might not get an answer back, but I'll get one back pretty quick versus you may call and leave a message and so on and so forth. So the responsiveness is what I really liked.
It used to be there was a set business hours, but it's not really like that anymore. So we try to cater to every customer, and every customer has a busy schedule, and we understand that. So we try to tailor their experience around their schedule, what's convenient for them.
Right. And I appreciate that. I
Absolutely.
appreciate that. You know, so, and I did a lot of work with another dealership, and they both did a good job for me. And it just boiled down to features and benefits and service and price factored in. But, you know, sometimes you get to the point, the price is the price, but you got to just say, where do I think I want a deal, or where do I think I'm going to get what kind of service I want to get, and things like that. And I will say, you know, in other words, from the paperwork was really good. Sandra did a good job. In other words, I was like, man, she is on her game, because I was looking to see if there was any mistakes or anything for her benefit and mine. But I mean, she really had it going on.
We try to make it pretty quick. So if we have all the information with all the technology today, I mean, legitimately, I can have a customer that sends me their insurance card, their driver's license, their credit application online. We can bring the car, the paperwork, everything right to you at your home. So you don't have to step foot in a dealership. So the business model is definitely changing a lot. And the whole brick and mortar car dealership and having to go there to purchase a vehicle.
Oh, so you'll take it right to them.
Absolutely.
That's what you meant when you said, I'll bring it to you.
We actually, yesterday.
Now I got it.
Our Lewis location, we delivered a vehicle to a customer that's in Massachusetts.
You know, my sister-in-law works with you guys.
Yes, Donna.
Okay, I didn't know.
She actually drove the vehicle, as a matter of fact.
To Massachusetts?
She is driving the vehicle because she's one of our best, and she's going to drive the vehicle all the way to Massachusetts. I pray she's not hitting that bad weather, because I know there was a lot of
she's
snow.
taking the new vehicle.
She's taking the new vehicle. Yep, it's a Super Duty. It's a business. It was a business up
Really?
in Massachusetts, and we happened to have the vehicle that he was looking for, so we got everything together for him, and she left last night, as a matter of fact.
How far away do you sell vehicles?
I've sold a vehicle as far as San Diego.
And delivered it?
Yeah. I've had
Really?
a really good friend of ours who actually, Chad Allen and Jamie Allen, if they're watching, Chad
was a good Weller's customer.
Chad bought a Taurus from us probably 3 or 4 months ago, and we delivered it down to Alabama, where they now live, and we flatbedded their trade back to Delaware.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so a guy that lives in Dover's got nothing to worry about.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. That's a piece of cake.
All right. So you're going to be on with us probably every other week talking about things. And so I want to give your email, because I want to say this. If you have a car-related question, do you want more people to friend you on Facebook too, or
Yeah,
is there
you
a
can-
limit? Are you capped out?
I'm not capped out yet, so
Okay.
you can find me on Facebook. You can call my cell phone 302-841-7738. Feel
Hold
free
on,
to
slow
text
that
me
one
as well.
down.
Okay.
You said it fast.
I'm sorry.
Like you didn't want anybody to remember.
I'm
it.
sorry, I'm sorry.
Say it just a little slower.
302-841-7738.
And people can call you on your cell phone.
Absolutely.
The general manager is going to take a phone call.
All the time.
Really?
All the time.
All right. I need to
I
know.
will
is
tell you,
Keith here?
Jim was
Come
Facebook
on all
messaging
the way
me
around,
at
if you would.
midnight.
Yeah, I was. Quite frankly,
I'm
I was
con-
trying to see how late this guy stays up.
I'm convinced this guy doesn't sleep.
No,
so
I go to bed at midnight or 1, and I wake up about 5.
I don't buy it.
And if I didn't
I don't
have
think
to
he
sleep
sleeps
per
either.
my doctor's instructions, I doubt I would. So, anyway, I want to get Keith on here for a visual. If
Come
I
on,
could.
Keith.
I need Keith
on,
next
Keith.
to me. And you know what the
We're on a
Verizon
level playing
bars
field.
look like?
We're in a level
Katie,
playing
we'll need a
field right
picture of
now.
this. Okay, we'll need a picture of this. Okay? All right, you know how the Verizon bars are. You got like one bar, then another bar, then another bar. Okay, when I went to get the car, I'm like, they found the guy the same height as me. I actually need Keith to come over here, Ryan, and you
Oh,
move
I'm
over
sorry.
there. So
I'm sorry.
we're gonna see how we look in a chair. Okay, so here's me and here's Keith because they got a guy the same height as me to demonstrate the car. Now, how much taller does Ryan look taller? Because he's oh my gosh, there's still enough difference there.
a
He's
lot
head
of-
and shoulders above us.
It's a level playing field now, right?
What is
same
it
height?
like to work with somebody so tall?
Oh my gosh! You need a massage at the end of the night. You
Well,
know,
I
your
like
neck
the
going up like
massaging
this.
chairs in my vehicle. I wanted to ask also, in other words, you're rather tall, but you've got a good head of hair.
I appreciate that.
All right, I tell people I grew right through my hair. But you're so tall and you haven't grown through your hair. Did you get our picture?
It's not gray
All right.
yet. Keith hasn't made it gray yet. So
All right, here we go.
Doing
You gotta
okay.
look that way. We got it. All right, so anyway, just real quick, Keith, you did a good job last night.
Thank you.
Okay? I actually got tired. In other words, it was about 9 o'clock, and I'm like, we've been in this vehicle for an hour, hour and a half. We're spending too much time together. No, in other words, and
a
we
lot
got
of
it.
options to go
But
over.
we had fun. What's that thing where you pull? So if you're looking for a parking place, you turn the turn signal on, and as you're moving along, the vehicle discovers there's a parking place.
Parallel parking.
At that point, you let go of the steering wheel, and it parks the car for you. That was pretty cool. It was so hard to trust it. It's like trying to trust the lady in the GPS.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
like, does she really know what she's talking about? It was pretty cool. And it pulled the car right in there.
It's a little tricky
So,
at first, but
It's a little tricky. Well, yeah, it was good, though.
Yeah.
It was good. And the massaging seats and the back seats recline a little bit. I didn't even know that. It was just good. So I want to say thank you. You did a good job.
Thank you for your
How was
business.
it for you dealing with me? And be honest, because we have a small audience.
It was really nice because the 2018s there's a lot of different options that weren't available for the 17. So we learned them together.
We did.
So
We did.
and that's really good. I mean, it's something that everybody needs to know how to do, especially when you're spending that kind of money. It's you need to know what you have.
Right. Well,
You
I
could
know
tell
it.
him the truth. He was difficult to deal with, wasn't
Well, for you, he might have been. Not for me.
he? Just joking.
Oh, what's that thing called where you're going down the road and there's a car in front of you, and you want to stay the same distance, whether that car speeds up or slows down? What's that called?
Adaptive cruise control.
I love that. I tried it on the way home. It's the neatest thing.
Yeah.
In other words, so if you get behind a car and you don't want to creep up on it, if the car speeds up beyond your speed that you want to go, I won't speed up. But if they slow down, the distance between us stays the same.
Right.
I thought that was neat. Here's my other question. You know all them sensors that tells you when you get close to a vehicle? Does it really tell you if there's a deer in front of you? I thought what it picked up on had to be metal.
Well, it will. It will to a degree. I mean, if deer
So
jumps
right
out in
before
front of
you hit
it's
the
gonna-
deer, you'll know it?
Yeah, well, you're going to have a little warning. So,
Okay.
Better keep your
other
foot
than
close to
your
the brake.
visual that you've got
Oh,
going
the
on.
visual. I forgot about
so
the
there
visual.
there's an audible response that'll come out, and there's actually a red light that will come up and flash onto your
Windshield.
onto your windshield.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't put the brakes on.
It kind of pre-charges the brakes for you.
All
It
right.
won't slam them.
It still allows me to be in charge.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you want to give out a phone number for you? Are you taking any customers today? That's
Absolutely.
I didn't mean to impose that on you.
No, absolutely. We're
right.
like Brian said, we're open until last customer least satisfied. So definitely, my cell phone number is 302-259-2588. You can call or text me anytime. I'm available. Really, Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, whatever day you want to call me, I'm available. So
Really? Aren't these things
24/7.
amazing? They're like an electronic ball and chain.
Yeah.
Is what they are.
Oh, yeah.
An electronic ball and chain. We've all got one.
Yeah.
All right.
90% of the time, if anybody sees me, it's this or this.
Okay.
So if you stop by the
All the
store
time.
and I
could
say
be.
hi, I'm probably talking to a customer.
All right.
So
All right. Anything else you guys want anybody to know?
you can visit us, our huge selection at boulevardauto.com. You can call me directly on my cell phone, 302-841-7738. And we look forward to serving anybody who has any questions.
New
about
and
it.
used.
New and used, yeah.
Taking trades.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
And if they've never dealt there, you're also allowing new customers to come.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Most
And if they
definitely.
insist on paying retail, will you let them?
If they want to, yeah.
Okay.
If they insist on it.
Now, all right. Do you do tag work for other states?
We do.
Okay.
We do.
That's something I
So
just
we
thought
do
of.
tag work for. Most recently we've done a customer that we sold that lives in New York. We've done tag work there, which is a little bit difficult, but we
Oh,
do
really?
difficult. Yeah, yeah.
I can only imagine.
That was a shocker.
different
Okay.
counties have
In
different fees.
DC was a difficult state.
Okay.
Sold a company that's out in Nevada.
Okay.
So we really do service clients all
All
over the
over.
country.
Right.
But
Yeah.
you'll take plenty from around here too.
Absolutely.
All right. I'm going to leave you. Is that okay?
That's wonderful.
All right. Happy New Year,
Thanks,
guys.
Jim. You
Thanks
as
for
well. Thanks so much.
putting up with me all week.
Appreciate you having us.
And hopefully we'll both be happy in the future. All right, everybody. You're watching and listening to Weller Does Delmarva. This is a weekly show. We do it right here. What number show are we on? 228. That's amazing. That's what I got here. 228. 225.
225, yes.
My glasses are bad. It's not my eyes. It's my glasses.
Now we got to get you to the eye doctor.
Yeah, the eye doctor. Well, the eye doctor's been reminding me for 2 years he needs to see me. All right, 225 shows, folks. Just to give you an idea, me and Brooks were just kids when we started this show.
Or at least I was.
Remember how you were so nervous? And
Oh, yeah.
everything?
This microphone got in front of my face. I couldn't talk at all.
panicked.
Yes.
So
White
all
as a
right.
ghost.
All right. Anyway, Katie should take a picture of them individually as well as together, just for the heck of it. All right. Anyway, we're here. We're inside Smith's Cafe, and I'm willing to buy your breakfast. All I need you to do is get up, get dressed, and come on down here and have breakfast. Come and have a seat with me and tell me how it was, and I'll buy your breakfast, okay? It's that simple. There's no age or weight or height requirement, all right? We're going to take a break from the radio in a few minutes, and when we do, we just want to remind you, if you want to continue on, we're on My Cozy TV, which is in Delaware and Maryland, and it's Comcast 204, Mediacom 99, over the air at 31.2, I hope. I can't remember. Where is, okay, 31.2. We're on WRDE's Facebook page. We're on Jim Weller's Facebook page, Weller Does Delmarva's Facebook page, and we're also at wellerdoesdelmarva.com. So if you want some advertising, you cannot buy this much exposure. We're talking to thousands of people right this minute. And then by the shows being recorded, people go back and watch them again. So if you bought an ad, you get more than one ad. So I'm just letting you know we're here. If you're in a civic organization or a nonprofit or a fire company or whatever, and you need to get the word out about something, let me know. We'll work you on the show somehow. All right? So anyway, it's Weller Does Delmarva. Weller's Utility Trailers is going to be open today, okay? And there's no slow today. There's no snow delay. We're going to be open at 9 o'clock. For all I know, the guys are opening early. I'm not sure. We have a big sale going on. All our stuff is on sale. Go to Wellers.com. It's not Wheelers.com. It's Wellers. People think Wheeler Dealer. There's no H in there. It's Wellers.com, okay? And I'm just letting you know, we got all our stuff there. I don't know if we got 600 trailers or 800 trailers. I know we got plenty of them. We're taking a break from the radio, and we're going to continue right on with TV. So I'm going to talk to Colin Walls in just a minute about Walls Service Center. This is a business that's been around for 59 years. You want to prompt him that we're ready? So anyway, and we're inside Smith's Cafe. Kids eat free on Saturday. So anyway, and it's Saturday, so kids eat free today. So anyway, we've had a good time. Now we're going to talk to Colin Walls. This is Mr. and Mrs. Walls' favorite son, okay? They've not had a son like him, so accomplished, such a nice young man, good guy, good husband, good dad, good friend, good businessman, and he loves to eat good food.
Wow.
I introduce you to Colin Walls.
All right. Did you get taller?
Me?
Yeah.
I did get taller.
Look,
I was hanging
you
around
don't even.
Ryan.
You're not even in the screen anymore.
Right. It cut top of my head off.
Wow.
Oh, now it's fixed already.
Yeah, it's fixed already.
I raised the chair. When Ryan come over, I raised the chair.
You raised the bar.
I raised the bar, by
bar.
golly. By golly. The dude's tall and got a full head of hair.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
And knows how to run a business. So
Yep.
anyway.
Well, that sounds good. It sounds like you had a good deal there.
We had a good
I
time,
think
in
they're
other
a good
words.
company to deal with.
Yeah. In other words, and it was fun. It was fun, you know. In other words, I talked to some other people who did a good job too, and but you know, all through it, I would say the car buying experience is improving across the board. But Ryan and his team, you know, just even the Facebook posts about Ryan were kind of amazing. In other words, everybody they didn't say, oh, he just gives good deals. They all talked about the service more than the deal. That seems to be the deal of the future.
Well, I know you like the negotiating process,
gosh.
and you love the pursuit of the vehicle and the pursuit of the best deal. I'm
lot
the
of words were
exact
exchanged.
opposite. I just want
you
to
like get in and be done with it.
Yeah, I'm the guy that wants to do all the paperwork. Let's just get it all done, and I want to be in and out in an hour. Or the idea of delivering it to me, that's even
Right.
better.
Right. I agree.
I
didn't
I'm
pick
sold
up
on
on
that
it
one.
when he said it. All right. Are you open today?
We are open today. Wall Service Center, downtown Milford. We are open today. We should be open right now. Is it 8 o'clock? It's 8 o'clock.
It's 8 o'clock. Give her a call.
Wake Tracy up.
422-8110.
8110. Right there on the screen.
Tracy,
There it is.
good morning, Tracy.
Good morning.
And she is hard working and does
Yes.
a good job. She
For
gets
sure.
there and she's ready for you, and she schedules things, and she calls you and tells you if it's done or if they need something, and she gives you a quote, and she'll take your money and line you up, and
She'll take your money.
she'll take your money. Well, I mean, and I give her the credit card over the phone.
Right.
So
She'll receive your payment, Jim.
receive your payment.
It's like
not
receiving
take
the
your money.
offering. It's
Right,
not
she doesn't
taking the
pickpocket you.
offering.
Right. She receives it.
Right.
So, all right.
Right. All right.
Anyway.
Wall Service Center. We are open today. I don't know if we have any appointments available today or not, but give her a call if you've got something you think you want done today.
I want people to call her and just say hi anyway.
Yep, give her a call. And here's what we do a lot of times.
What's that?
You know, somebody will have a brake line go out or something like that, and they're
Or
like,
all
you know,
of them
can
rust.
Yeah. You ever had that happen before?
I had that happen. Like my brake line's rusted on my vehicle, but what is it? An 05 and 17. It's about 13 years old.
Right.
Right. The brake lines are almost paid for. So anyway, no, I got all new brake
The
lines.
old ones are. The new
Right.
ones.
and here's what's so funny. I mean, I thought it was the master cylinder
Right.
thing. Wasn't that at all? It was the brake lines rusted.
It was just low because
You know?
it had leaked out at the brake
right.
line.
And
Yeah.
and Colin, the second, got on the phone with me and said, you know, look, if the front ones, I don't remember if it was the front ones or the back ones that did it first. He said the other ones aren't far behind.
Right.
And that's about the truth. In
Here's-
other words, you know.
Here's what's happened. Everybody sees all the brine they put out on the road yesterday. Well, this gets up in these little brackets, so they all run through brackets. And where those lines are in the brackets, it just sits there when the brine gets in it, or you know, salt or any kind of
Right.
substance that's corrosive. It sits there and it just eats at the lines right there
Wow.
where that bracket is, and it's corrosive, whatever the stuff is that they're using, and it just eats them out, and that's what happens. So.
And he put stainless steel on.
Right. We went back
Just
with
so you know.
stainless steel.
Right.
Right. Oh, we didn't charge you for stainless. We just charge you for regular.
Oh my gosh.
We'll adjust your bill. Don't
Please
worry.
do adjust the bill.
No, I'm just kidding.
Don't lose
Just
money
kidding.
on my account.
Yeah. Some cars there's kits that we can get to put stainless steel back
Right,
on.
'cause it doesn't
other,
rust.
Right. Other
Right.
cars you don't have the option, but you know a lot of these Chevy trucks there are options to go back
Okay.
with a stainless steel product which won't rust. So anyway, Wall Service Center, we do all kinds of work. From a simple bulb change on up to replacing an engine or a transmission. So big work. Give us a call, 422-8110, wallservicecenter.com on the web. Downtown Milford, you can stop by. We're at 220 Northeast Front Street, right across from Abbott's Grill, next to Bicentennial Park.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
See you next
Closed
time.
this Monday in celebration of New Year's Day.
That's right.
Correct?
Yes, that's
no
right.
problem. And we're going to tell you about something Colin and I are doing Monday morning. Oh, that's all right. We're going to have a lot of fun. So anyway, I want to also tell you that Brooks Ritter will be in sales at Weller's today, but the store's going to open at 9. Brooks will be with me here till 10, probably back there 10:30, quarter of 11, something like that, in other words. And we got a lot going on. Wellers.com, you can see all the trailers there, all the prices there. We're going to be open till 1, but we'll stay as late as we need to. We want to sell some trailers today. Is that right? Mm-hmm. I believe Terry and Jason are looking for like 35, 40 trailers in one day. So you've got, we've done that 2 times in the history of the company. Sold 30-some trailers in one day, twice. Okay, we need to do it again. It's that trice? What language am I thinking of?
Thrice.
What is it? The rice. Thrice, trice, rice, thrice, whatever the word is, okay? I have enough trouble with the English language. What language is that? Spanish. Weller. We're back on the radio, everybody. So good morning to everybody, okay? Large, small, everybody. Good morning to you. You're watching and listening to Weller Does Delmarva. I need to do a quick commercial for my insurance agent, and then I'm going to talk to Pastor Rick Betts from Crossroad Community Church, okay? So we're going to have a good time here, actually. But L&W Insurance Agency is my insurance agent. And people say, Jim Weller, I have never heard a man be so happy with his insurance agency. I am. I'm not in love with buying insurance, but I love good service. And nowadays, it's very easy to recognize the difference between good service and not so good service. I'll give you a small example. I bought a new vehicle yesterday, okay? And I bought it in the name of a company that's never owned a vehicle, which means they don't have any modification ratings or anything like that. And somehow, some way, we were able to use the modification rating from Weller's for this same vehicle, which gave me a lower rate on my insurance. So I was happy with that, okay? And I needed the card right away, and they sent it to me, and they also sent it to the dealer. It was all real smooth. But L&W Insurance Agency sells auto insurance, home insurance, health insurance, life insurance. They sell liability insurance. They sell umbrella policies, workman's compensation, a little bit of everything. So I'm very happy with them. I've dealt with them for 30-plus years. I've been in business now 43 years. I was just a teenager when I started with them, and I'm happy with them. So if you need insurance, and you probably don't, you've probably already got insurance. So if you want a second opinions are free. So you just give them a call at 856-7828, 856-7828, and say, hey, heard about you on Jim's show. Like you to take a look at what insurance I have. Make sure I'm adequately covered. Make sure I got a good, fair price. But here's the other thing. If you ever have a claim and you deal with L&W Insurance Agency, they will get right in the middle of it. They will say, hold on. We'll communicate with the insurance company. You communicate with us. We don't need you to deal with them. We want you to be satisfied, and we will lobby and work on your behalf to make sure your claim is handled the way you want. And I've experienced that both with my health care, also with auto insurance, also with all kinds of things. They have got involved and worked to resolve things so I don't end up having to deal with somebody that doesn't even know me. I'm dealing with them. They've been around 85 years. It's L&W Insurance Agency, 856-7828, lwinsurance.com on the web. Now, I'm very honored and excited to have Pastor Rick Betts from Crossroad Community Church on the show with me here today. So good morning,
Good
Pastor
morning,
Betts.
Jim.
How are you today?
How are you doing?
I'm doing real good. You've been here a little bit. What do you think of this show?
Oh, I didn't expect to find a studio here.
Okay, yeah, we
All
bring
over
it
the
in
place,
and take it out. Yes.
I mean, you got your pictures there on the TV on the floor. It's up here
3
on the
different
ceiling.
cameras. Yeah, we're up on the TVs. We're kind of everywhere.
it's
It's
a
quite a
little
production. We need to look at Katie for just a minute, if we could. She likes to get a good picture of us, so we do all kinds of things with
Did
pictures.
you get one?
She got one.
Okay.
So, anyway, good morning to you.
Yeah. Good morning to you.
All right. Now, I've known you for quite a while. In other words, we met when you were pastoring at
Eagles Nest. Yeah.
Yep. And before that, I don't know if you remember me or not, but I remember doing tire work in or around where the feed company was.
Okay.
I used to do
Yeah.
tire work for Hopkins Granary. They used to sell tires, and I was like the guy that would go out and install them. And I believe I did some work there, either on grain
Probably
trucks.
for Clyde Betson's son, which
Yes.
is my father. And
Right. Did your
our family
grandfather
was
start
there.
that, or your
Yeah.
father?
Grandfather started it.
Okay.
And we were there since the 40s, I think.
Wow. And it was
And they're still there, but it's no longer it's a farm operation, and
Right.
so the retail part is done.
going. But at one time, you had a hardware store.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, and it was very successful. I ran it for 5 years. And
Okay.
At that point, True Value came and said we were their fastest growing percentage-wise.
What do you attribute that to in Milton, Delaware?
I contribute that to the Lord,
Blessing
basically.
your
Yeah,
business.
yeah. Asking what do you do, and He gave us a model to work with, and it was
Wow.
very successful.
So how long have you been a Christian?
I got saved at 13.
Oh,
13 years
wow.
old. Now I went to church. I would have told you I was a Christian.
Before 13?
Yeah. Because we went to church, we heard all these stories and things, but it wasn't until I asked the Lord in personally into my heart. You know, I read that on was called a chick track,
Okay.
and for the first time, I felt like this was direction on what you actually do with your life. You actually have a relationship with God, and it changed my life.
Because
I mean,
being a Christian is actually a lifestyle.
yeah.
In other words, it's not just a ceremony or a process. It's a changing of the heart, and it's just a changing in the way that you live.
It's getting to know God.
Right.
I
On a
mean, the
personal
real
level.
God.
Right.
Not just religiously, you go somewhere, you discover who He is. And in that relationship, everything changes. Your
Right.
whole life changes. Everything around you changes.
Your decision processes.
So I believe that He's affecting you personally. And a true Christian, a true a believer walking with God, discovering who God is, becomes better equipped for everything they do.
Correct.
You're better equipped for what you do. I'm better equipped for what I do.
Right.
If I'm a business person, if I'm a worker, if I'm a pastor,
A father.
yeah, a business
anything.
person,
Right.
you're equipped better to do if you're in that relationship.
And I personally can attest and agree to that. In other
Yeah.
words, I personally, in other words, have not had family for a long time. My mother died when I was 16. My dad died when I was either 18 or 19. So I've been somewhat alone for a long time, but I always have felt God active in my life,
Yeah.
blessed me with good decisions, the ability to physically be able to do things, and the mental ability to be able to see things. And God has made me a much better man than I really could have ever done myself.
Yeah.
So
Well, people talk about the Bible as being like a handbook or something like
Correct.
that, but it becomes truly a guide if you have that relationship with Christ.
correct.
The Spirit within you changes everything. I remember Pastor Bill Sammons,
Yes.
who said that when he did this, in his, I think it was either late 30s or early 40s, when he gave his heart over to Christ, he said, somebody messed with my Bible. It's like now
words
the
were
Bible
different.
was speaking to him. So now, even though he would have said he was a Christian, his life was changed at giving his heart over to God. And then the instruction book becomes the real instruction
Correct.
book. The Bible, you have blinders on what is really there until you come into that relationship.
So at 13, you became a Christian, and now you're pastoring a sizable church. 4 services?
4 services on the weekend.
Wow. So
Our big thing just happened with the Christmas program.
that was awesome.
Which it's online. You can go online and
Oh, you
see
can?
it, but it's not as, it's never as good as
Same
being
as being
there.
there, right.
The cameras don't pick up the lights the same way, and all that. You don't get the full effect of being in the room because the camera can only just take the direct inputs and
Correct.
things, so you don't hear the congregation as
Oohs
much
and
and the
ahs
things.
and
Yeah,
everything.
But still, it's a good representation of what happened there. But I think over 3,600 people came this past week.
Really?
And
Wow.
and so it's a lot. We hope it's encouraging. We hope it blesses people, causes them to go back and think about Christmas in a way maybe they wouldn't have.
Correct.
In just the going out and buying the presents and things that they would
the hustle
really
and
focus
bustle.
on Christ. And last week, we did a smaller version, but honestly, it was even more concentrated on Christ, and I think even more touching than the week before. And I don't know if they have that online yet, but it's going to be online.
And when you say online, where would somebody go? Are we talking the
Just
website?
you go to either our website or you can just Crossroad Community Church on YouTube will take you right to
Okay.
the YouTube
Okay.
presentation.
I believe the church has a Facebook
but
page. too.
crossroadcc.us is
Okay.
our to get to our website. Yeah.
.us. Okay. All right, so check it out. And it's the time of year. It's a new year. A lot of New Year's commitments. In other words, how would you describe Crossroads? In other words, if somebody's listening and they're at a church where maybe it's not just giving them what they feel they need out of a church, because everybody has different expectations, or if they're not involved in a church at all, but they say it's a new year and I want to make some new commitments. I want to do something different. How would you describe Crossroads?
Well, let me just say this in saying that, because it is a new year, but if the Lord's not telling you, if you don't feel a true leading to leave your fellowship, then find out why God's got you there.
Right.
What is
Find your
there?
purpose.
You may be part of the help in fixing a problem or something that's not
true.
right,
That's true.
rather than just running away from it. Because sometimes we don't feel good, so we follow our feelings more than letting God lead our life.
That's true.
And therefore, we don't grow like we
At all.
should have with God. Maybe I would grow by helping the situation. Maybe I would grow by getting more involved, being part of the answer. So know that first. But if you really feel the Lord is saying it's time for you to leave or do something else, well, then you have to follow that leading,
Right.
if that's a true leading.
Right.
And
Because if you don't, you'll just move from church to church to church.
yeah, and then when you're not happy with something there, your emotions will tell you to leave again.
Right.
And I often tell people we do something called Meet the Pastors, where we do it about 4 times a year, where they can come, they can find out where we came from, we can find out where how long they've been here, tell them different things about it. But we always end that by saying, don't come here because you're mad at somebody. Don't come here because you like the buildings or you like this. Come here only because God tells you to. Because God may want you in the very place you are to be part of the struggle.
Correct.
To be part of the answer.
And
But if God does send you, then, hey, great things are going to happen because He's in charge of your life.
Right.
It's not my responsibility to make you grow. God's going to
right.
to cause you to grow. It's not my responsibility to make a ministry for you. God will provide ways and means of ministry. And so that has helped us a lot. And
but what if somebody's listening or watching that doesn't go to church at all?
well, then I would hope they could believe the witness or the testimony that I can say I only knew God religiously,
Okay.
and once I received Him personally, everything changed.
Everything
It's
changed.
like blinders came off. And we have in our congregation people who were atheists, people who didn't believe in God at all. But
Okay.
once they came to that moment or that place that their heart opened up, everything changed.
Everything changed.
The same universe they looked at and said there is no God, now they look at the universe and they can't help but see God.
Right, in
It
everything.
is truly a difference of blinders coming off your eyes. Somebody that doesn't know God at all, we can only testify of what God's done for us.
Right.
Testify that we weren't trying to do this. Opening up to God did this
Right.
and changed our life. Everything fits, to me, everything fits better with a relationship with Jesus. Everything works better with a relationship with Jesus.
Because we're not in the way at that point.
Yeah, well, you start flowing with how it's supposed to be.
Correct.
When the world goes contrary to what God would have, can they do life? Yes, they can. It just will never be what it ought to be. It'll
Right.
never be as fulfilling
right.
as it ought to be.
Always something missing.
Lots of times people think about Christianity and things, they think about the rules. They
Right.
think about laws. They think about this. And therefore, it takes it out of a good, honest relationship. If you've had a mean, abusing father, well, then you might think of God. Well, if I submit to that, that's just mean, abusive, and all that. And God is totally opposite of that. He is truly loving. And does He discipline? Yes.
Yes.
But it is a far more wonderful thing when you discover the real. So can you offer that to somebody? That's all we have to offer. We testify what we have seen and heard and been a part of.
And everybody's testimony is a little bit different. In other
Yeah.
words, when you get into a church and
Nobody's
this person
ever the
has-
same.
Right. But your testimony, nobody can ever deny
Yeah.
because it is what God has done in your life.
If you come into Crossroad, you see Sussex County.
No doubt.
You see white, you see black, you see Hispanic. It's been incredible what God has done. We have 5 praise teams, all different. Every praise team's different. If you're looking for the same thing every week, we're not the place for you. It is. We pay a price in that. You could have the same thing and make it perfect,
Right.
or you can have that variety and be more of the family of God that He's called us to. And I think that's
What you did.
that's where we land. Is we really try. If God's love is for the whole world, then we're trying to reach out to a far bigger set than just a certain group of people.
And it's for all ages. You have kids. You have I don't know what you call it for the kids in the back, Sunday school.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
not in the back,
it
they're off to the
happens.
side. They're not in the back.
The kids are with us for the music, and then they go out during the preaching.
Okay. And you have that for every service?
Yeah, it's all you come to any of the 4 services, Saturday night at 7 and 3 on Sunday, 8, 9:30, and 11. They're all based the same way.
Okay. All right. And
And people, I remember a pastor came to me and said, "So you have 4 services." And he said, "Okay, so you have a youth service, you have a contemporary service, and you have a traditional service." He said, "So what's the 4th service?" And I said, No. I said, "They're all alike." He says, "Well, how can you do that?" In other words, how could you have people come if all
For
4 services are alike? And I think it's because they were looking at it religiously, not looking at it relationally.
right.
And there is no we say older ones ought to be with younger ones. We say that
Right.
people with kids ought to be with people without kids. We say
True.
people that are single or widowed ought to be with families. That we ought to do
Fellowship
this
together.
Yeah, it's the church.
Right.
And if we separate the church, then we're doing what the world is doing.
That's right.
Which is separating us into all kinds of categories. God is a uniter, not a separator.
I agree with that.
And so that's the fun we've seen, is that you literally can put everybody together and it can work.
Right. Well, we're out of time already.
Yeah, well, it didn't
So-
take long.
Didn't take long. All right. So, you personally pastor most of the services. That you preach most of them.
Yeah, whoever's preaching that weekend does all 4
All 4
services.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, you got a nice church and a very committed team. I've been, semi associated from the beginning, looking for properties, and here you are, and I think you've done a great job. So I enjoy going there, and I think you have a good group of people. And I'm just saying it is a new year, and I'd just like to publicly invite anybody out to Crossroad Community Church and check it out.
Yeah.
So,
well, if they
very
do, we're
family-friendly.
going to give them Jesus.
Give them Jesus.
Give 'em
okay?
Jesus.
All right. Thank you for coming. Okay.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep.
All
Thank
right?
you, Jim.
Thank
Uh-huh.
you very much.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Pastor Rick Betts. Okay. So anyway, check him out on the web. What do we have a phone call? Oh, okay. Caller, are you there?
I
Is
can
it for-
hear you.
Who have I got here? Hello?
This is Jason and Terry at Weller's.
Oh my gosh. Jason and Terry. Are you going to tell me we're closed because of snow?
Nope, I'm going to tell you that we know that some people aren't going to be able to make it today, so we wanted to extend the sale till next Saturday.
So you're asking me, are we okay with that?
No, well, we're telling you. So
Oh.
we're telling you, and we're telling everybody who's listening, because we don't want to encourage anybody to come out on the roads. But if you are out, I mean, we're going to be here until 1 today, so if you can make it, that's great. But for those that can't and, want to take it easy, we're going to extend it till next Saturday.
This is like a large corporate decision.
Correct. That's why we had to do it without you.
We did it all by ourselves.
You didn't want it to take a month or two. All right, so what you guys are saying is you're open, going to be open
We're
till
open.
1 today,
Correct.
and it's the last day of the year for us. But you're saying if you want a deal on a trailer, you're going to extend all of the sale prices on all of the trailers,
On all of them.
even the ones that like just came in and everything?
All of them.
All.
Okay, can you be
Everything.
more specific?
All of them. Everything.
All right, so anyway, you're there? Are we open yet, or are we going to wait right till 9 o'clock?
We're opening now.
We're opening right now, and also just a reminder that we are closed Monday, too.
You're closing Monday?
Closing Monday.
Wow, you guys are making a lot of corporate decisions there.
We're closing for Terry's birthday.
Oh, that's right. Happy birthday, Terry.
Oh, thank
We
you
should
very
sing happy
much.
birthday to him.
Yeah, Brooks wants to sing happy birthday to Terry.
Tell him to sing it to me after he comes here.
All right, fine.
And do a Facebook Live of that.
There we go.
All right, well,
And also, we wanted to take time to thank all the customers that have came here and bought trailers. We really appreciate it. We've had a great year, and we continue and hope that we can still have the same success in 2018.
all right. Well, I think you guys are doing a good job. I'm proud of both of you, and it has been a good year, and we have a great team there, and we're glad. So thank you, and we're going to continue the sale. That's official. You guys are sure you're comfortable with that?
It's official.
Okay. Well, thanks for calling me.
No problem.
All right. See ya. Bye.
See ya.
All right. Well, they have made a decision. Actually, a lot of people know over a year ago, I had this heart surgery. And while I was out, everybody that worked for me did a good job, including you, Brooks. Okay.
Thank you.
Everybody did a great job. I don't think for 8 or 9 weeks I stepped foot on the property. And I realized maybe I was everybody's lid. Then I had to go to therapy for that thought, thinking, how could I be holding everybody back? But I think what happened while I was out, everybody worked to a potential that maybe they didn't even know they had. And they've done a great job. And this year here, I've not been. I don't even have an office there. I'm at another location. And I'm saying that I want to say everybody that works at Weller's, thank you from me, you included, Brooks, because we got a good team. And we're working as a team like we never have before, and it's working good. So thank you very much.
Well, thank
and
you
it
for
sounds
employing
like
us.
what?
Thank you for employing us.
Well, thank you for being my employee. But what they're saying is the weather's a little nasty. They don't want to encourage anybody to go out and have an accident or anything like that, or people are busy or whatever. They're going to carry the prices on. This was their decision. So if yesterday you were told the sale ended today, is of yesterday, the sale did end today. But Terry and Jason have come in today and said for public safety reasons and just to kind of be, give everybody a chance, they're saying that you can come in anytime between now and next Saturday and the prices are the same. The only thing that's going to be different, you need to be aware of this, every day we're selling 5 to 10 trailers every day, so that you may have looked at one a week ago and it may not be there when you come in. So,
well, I had a guy come in just the other day that he came in, he looked at a trailer, wanted to kind of get the specifics down in his head, what he wanted to do with it, and come back 2 days later, that trailer was gone. Fortunately,
okay.
We had something similar.
Right,
so
but he might have paid a little bit more than he wanted to.
Exactly.
So the sooner you buy, the better.
Yes.
Financing's available. Somebody could come in, fill out a credit app, and drive away with
Absolutely.
the trailer.
Yeah,
I mean, it takes time, but I mean, in other words.
Well, we have a couple companies that we use, but we have one company we can get you an answer in as quick as a couple minutes.
Okay.
And then we have other ones that take a little bit longer. So just
right,
depending
and
on what
different
you
interest
need.
rates
Exactly.
and programs and things like that.
Exactly.
So we take trades. So if you got a used trailer, we'll trade it in. And we started selling golf carts too, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Got a couple really neat ones. We got some plain ones coming. We got a little bit of everything. So, I got somebody who wants to talk on the show. No, she's like, do not talk to me. So anyway, but we're here in Smith's Cafe. Restaurant's got some people here. Come on in. It's a chilly morning. Take your time getting here. But if you want to have a word with me about your breakfast, I'll buy your breakfast. So anyway, Weller does Delmarva. It's on every week and no exception. And this is our last show of the year, Brooks.
It's hard to believe. Where did
It is.
2017 go?
I have no idea. Listen, I'm just mention no nonsense one more time if I could. Rick Fowler was here earlier. His store is open today. If you need a computer, a laptop, you want to sell one, you want to buy one, you want to get a whole bunch of them and network them, you need a copier or a gaming system, this dude has got it going on. You've heard him on the show many times. He's an honest man. He's a fair man. He'll treat you good. He'll take good care of you before, during, and after the sale. He stands behind what he sells. He has great prices. He has a great selection. If you bought something somewhere else and have a problem, he'll still get involved. If his hours aren't good enough and you need to meet him at another time, he'll work with you. So look him up on Facebook. He's Richard Fowler. Also, there's nononsenseofficemachines.com, nononsenseoffice.com. His phone number is 856-7381. I highly recommend him. I enjoy dealing with him. And like I say, he does what he says he's going to do, and he treats you fair and square. And if you have something you want worked on, he does that. And if you have a Weller's discount card, you will save $25 on a service of something electronic. Let me see exactly what it says. It says save $25 on any service at the regular price. So anyway, no nonsense office machines, 856-7381. Now, we're getting ready to take a break in just a minute from the radio. We're going to continue on TV. So if you would switch over to TV, you can watch it there. If you're watching on Facebook, would you hit the share button right now, please? Share it with your friends. We'd love for people to share this about every half hour. We're trying to get as many viewers as we can. Colin Walls is going to be coming on in just a minute to talk about Walls Service Center. We're going to take a break from the radio, and we're going to continue on My Cozy TV and my Facebook page. Check us out there. All right, we're breaking from the radio. We're now officially on TV only. I see Sean from First Class Heating and Air is coming in. He's got a lot of things to tell us about, I'm sure, with it being so cold. First Class is busy. I got a little story. I just had him out to the house the other day. So, Colin, are you ready? I'm ready. Walls Service Center is open, and here we go. So, Colin Walls is up next. Here he is.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Everything good with you?
Everything is good. How about with you?
All right, good. Tracy there?
Tracy, well, I'm not sure. She should be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I haven't checked.
Well, let's bring the cameras up and put them on.
Right on TV, yeah.
Right on TV.
Yeah, I have been warned not to do that.
I know.
Yeah.
But it would be kind of fun.
It would be.
Yeah.
It would be.
So, all right.
But we won't do that.
You're
Not
open
today,
today?
anyway. We are open today. We opened at 8 o'clock. We're open until noon.
Okay.
Check to see if you need to get your car in today. Give us a call up there and see if we can get you in. I'm not sure what the schedule looks like, but
Okay.
give Tracy a call, and she'll let you know whether we can get you in or not. But for sure, we can get you in Tuesday. We're closed
Tuesday.
Monday for New
Okay.
Year's Day.
Yep.
But for sure, Tuesday, we can get you in, get your car checked out, whatever you've got
Oh,
going on
you already
with
know
it.
you have openings on Tuesday.
I'm saying we have openings on
Okay.
Tuesday.
All
I'm
right.
saying we're going to get it in and get it done
Okay.
regardless.
So if you need to get your vehicle
Yeah.
there over the weekend, it will get worked on Tuesday.
That's right. I will be
Okay.
there Tuesday, and I'm the guy that says, yes,
Okay.
bring it in.
You
Yes.
just don't know about today, but Tuesday you're
Right,
sure.
because I'm not there today. But
Okay,
I like
I
to
got
say
you.
yes.
Get the car to Walls Service Center in Milford.
That's right.
Oil changes, brake jobs, tune-ups, flush the radiator, check the antifreeze, windshield wipers.
Yep, and all that, and checking the antifreeze. This is about as cold as it's going to get, as it has been here lately. And if your antifreeze hasn't frozen, it's probably good. But let's check it anyway.
To
And
be
it's-
on the safe side.
Right. And that's one of the standard things we do when we do an oil change on your
Yes.
car is we check that. And we note it on the paperwork. We tell you what the temperature was, so is it good to minus 20 degrees or,
Right.
is it plus 10? If it's plus 10, that's when we say it gets down to 10
Right.
degrees here.
Well, and especially if you got a trip planned somewhere that's even colder.
Right, exactly.
I mean, you're talking
So-
just around here, but what if you're going on a trip?
Yeah. And we generally like to see at a minimum
Hey there, young man.
of minus 10 degrees, and we really like to get into the minus 20, 15 to minus 20 degree
Okay.
range on your coolant. So anyway, Wall Service Center, we can check all those things out for you. Give us a call, 422-8110, wallservicecenter.com on the web. Schedule an appointment right there on the website, or just stop in. We're at 220 Northeast Front Street. That's in downtown Milford, right across from Abbott's Grill, next to Bicentennial Park, and check out the river. It's frozen. Not solid, but there's ice
Really?
on the river there. Yeah.
Mispillion River.
The Mispillion River, yep.
Well, can you still see the line that separates Kent and Sussex County?
Well, they'll have to come out when it freezes solid enough for somebody to walk on it. They'll have to come out and paint it on the ice.
On the ice. Okay.
Right, yeah.
Is that the mayor does that?
Yeah. Brian, Mayor
Brian
Shoup comes out and paints
Okay.
that. Yes.
All right.
Yeah, we'll get video of that when he does
Because a lot
it.
of people don't know that, but downtown Milford, there's the Mispillion River.
Yeah.
And right down the center of it, we believe there's a line painted on the bottom of the river.
On the bottom of the river,
And you're
right,
saying
yeah.
if the river freezes solid, the mayor goes out and paints a line. Maybe he can call in and verify or deny this.
Right, he has to redefine the line.
He has to
he's gotta-
redefine the line.
Right, that's right.
And he has a lot of electronic equipment, and he has all the scuba teams on standby.
I'm sure. Yeah. Yep.
It's quite a sight to see.
The
to see
Milford
the mayor
City
of
scuba
Milford
team.
out there. Yeah, the City of Milford scuba team. All right. So
All right.
Mayor Shoup, if you're awake and listening or watching, and you want to defend yourself, call us 422-7336.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Enough
What
of that.
else?
I'm outta
Enough
here.
of that.
Enough of that. We've got
All right.
guests here waiting.
We've got guests
I see
here. People
Ivory
are hungry.
Hopkins is here.
Ivory Hopkins.
Sean
Pastor
from First
Ivory
Place.
Hopkins. How you doing, buddy? Awesome. Good. Your driver's here?
All
That's
right.
who we need to interview.
It's my sidekick here, buddy.
Yeah. Ivory's sidekick has all the good stories.
Right. How much does he sleep when you're driving him around? That's what we want to
Right.
know. How much does Ivory sleep?
He's the one that
And and here's the thing, does Ivory snore and does Ivory talk in his sleep? That's what we really want to know.
And we want the stories that he tells in his
Right.
sleep. Yeah.
Say, man, that Jim Weller's so annoying.
All right.
All right. Now, so anyway, that was Colin Walls Service Center. I just thought of something else we should have talked about, but tomorrow morning, not tomorrow morning, when's New Year's Day? Monday morning. Monday morning, Colin and I are going to do a show on WRDE TV. Okay? It's going to be a fitness show. All right? I'm going to sit there, and Colin's going to sit there, and we're probably going to eat something, and hopefully by eating, we'll get fit. That's what we're hoping, okay?
What time is this show?
It's at 5:30 if you want to join us.
5:30. I will be asleep.
Amy
I'm
Brown's
sure.
going to hang out with us.
Really?
Yeah.
On New Year's Day.
In town, Amy Brown, because she'll be in town. We're coming back on the radio. I'm going to prep for the radio, everybody. Do I look okay? I'm prepping. Now we're back on the radio. All right, everybody. So good morning to you. We are Weller Does Delmarva. We're live on the radio. We're right here in Smith's Cafe. And I want to real quick what do I want to mention? Scott Sockwriter. Do we have a commercial for Scott Sockwriter? No, we don't. Okay. What? We got two of them. Oh, my gosh. We got two commercials for Scott Sockwriter.
Come back to that one. Skip to the next one.
Skip to the next one.
Yes.
Wilson's Auction. Hey. Speaking of New Year's Day, you want something fun to do? Come on out. First of all, Wilson's Auction is open today, okay? So today at 10 o'clock, they got stuff inside, outside. It's a cold day. This is the day to get bargains. The crowd might be small. There'll be less people to bid on stuff, but they got tons of stuff. So starting today at Wilson's Auction at 10 o'clock, huge auction, okay? Here's the one I'm real excited about. On Monday, you say Monday's New Year's Day. Yes, it is. They have their annual New Year's Day auction this Monday, okay? And let me think here. On Sunday, you can preview. So on Sunday, you can go out there from 11 to 4 and preview the items. This is over in the red building. But then on Monday, they're having an auction. But I got this flyer in the mail. What really interested me is they have a tag, C97. This thing might bring $100,000, okay? And it's a lot of fun to watch the tag auction. So on Monday, New Year's Day auction starts at 9 o'clock in the morning, okay? So come on out. They've got license plates starting at 1. All through the day, they've got antiques, glassware, collectibles, guns, advertising collectibles. They've got estate jewelry, gold, coins, and much more. So today you can go to Wilson's, and then you can turn right around and go back on Monday, New Year's Day. Everybody's off from work, something fun to do. But at 1 o'clock, they got tag C97. They got farm truck tag FT61. Then they got a C tag, C413. Then they got tag number 3280, 5643, C4997, and C7738. It's kind of cool numbers. But a tag auction's a lot of fun. Delawareans love low-digit tags. And at 1 o'clock, the tags are going to go to the highest bidder. But there's all kinds of stuff. So go to wilsonsauction.com. Go to 422-7... Wait a minute. What's the phone number? 422-3454. 422-3454. WilsonsAuction.com. Check them out on Facebook, and I'll see you there Monday if you're going Monday. I might even go later on today because they got a lot of stuff, and the crowd should be light, and that means the bargains are galore. Okay? You got Scott's commercial ready? Here he is, our power washing friend, Scott Sockwriter. Here we go. Hey everybody, Jim Weller here, and I am live at Fine Day Farms, my house. This is where I live. My wife Denise told me it is time to get the green slime off the house. So what did I do? Picked up the phone. Who'd I call? My good friend Scott Sockwriter. He owns a business. Look him up on Facebook, Power Washing Delaware. Like his page while you're at it. This dude's been doing power washing for over 14 years. Now take a look. He's got a couple different trucks here, but you can see Scott's right there, and he's got his other man with him, and they're just doing a good job. He's an honest man. Been doing this for over 14 years. He's licensed, he's insured, he's completely self-contained. His phone number is 302-858-9568. That's 858-9568. Power Washing Delaware on Facebook. Like his page there. Online, it's theprofessionalpowerwash.com. Good man, honest man, do you a good job? Give him a call, 302-858-9568. Scott Sockwriter, he'll clean whatever you need cleaned. See ya, bye. All right, everybody, that is Scott Sockwriter, Professional Power Wash. And if you got a Weller's discount card, you'll save 15% by using your Weller's discount card with him, all right? Give him a call. Tell him I sent you. He's a real good supporter of the show. He's a good guy. We're ready, Katie, if you want to do it now. All right. Oh, you got it? Really? Okay. All right. Our next guest is my friend Sean from First Class Heating and Air. I am very happy with them. I deal with them all the time. I just dealt with them this week.
Oh, good.
And honestly, I wish I remember the man's name that came out because, man, he was very thorough you know, I mean, every time somebody comes, first of all, they're in uniforms. I like that.
Yes.
When they drive up, the vehicle is lettered. I know that sounds silly, but it's just,
But you know
I
who's
wasn't
gonna be
home.
there.
My wife was there, and she knew who was coming in the
Yes.
driveway.
Yeah, it's a good
You
feeling.
know, and he introduced himself, and we had our heaters. You know, I don't know what it's called, the preventative maintenance
Okay,
thing,
yep.
and stuff like that. And then we had another one he looked at, and then we had another one he looked at.
Wow. Good.
And he was like, man, he was just really very good and thorough. So I had like 4 different things worked on in one visit.
Awesome. Good. Well, glad to know that everything worked out well for you.
Yep. And so we're happy.
Good.
I'm a happy first class heating and
Yeah.
air customer. So what's going on in your world?
It's cold.
Cold.
It's
yeah.
cold.
Does that make the phone ring?
It does, yes. Actually, it's been a little crazy this week, and
Okay.
typically the week between Christmas and New Year's is a very just kind of a catch-up, slow week. A lot of people are on
Okay.
vacation, a lot of things, and not so much this week. When we started seeing those temperatures, everyone really stepped up and came in, and we've got, you know, the service department especially has just been running nonstop.
Okay.
I've seen them out late places, early in the morning places.
You got a good team.
We do. We actually, and they always do. When the temperatures get to the extremes, everyone steps up. The installers. We went by the office this morning. I talked to a couple of them already. We've got at least 2 or 3 installs going on today. Now. Yeah. Just no heat calls. People that have no heat at all, so they're in there getting them taken care of. We had one lady that's heat went out on Thursday night. We got out there yesterday morning and installing today, so it's a pretty quick thing.
Mackerel,
of that.
what a
So,
turnaround time!
yeah, we want to make sure, and it's you know, if we can do that, it works out very well.
That's not the norm.
You know, it's not, and a lot of people just unfortunately get caught in those situations where they, you know, right now you have to have something. Even if we can't get to them right away, we have portable heaters we bring in, and different things, and we try to do as much as we can to at least get some kind of temporary heat in the house, even if it's just an emergency heat or something else. If they have another system that we can help and get that up and running to make sure that there's at least something that we can get in there right away as fast as possible.
Okay.
But you know, this time of year is very tough, and especially when it gets these cold temperatures, everything goes out all at once, and there are a lot of little problems that may have been caught if it were serviced along the way, or systems that were, you know, let's see if I can squeak another year out, another year out. And of course, we all want to do that. I mean, no one wants to spend money. No one wants to buy something, you know, especially this time of year. You know, we're coming off the holiday season where all the money's already gone out for everything else, and last thing we want to think about is a new system. But we make it very easy. We make it very affordable for people. We've got 0% financing options still going on, and a lot of those actually the payments don't even start for 5 months, so even better. You know,
And the nice thing is, any new system you buy today is going to be more energy efficient than the one you had.
Yeah, a lot of times what you're finding is between the energy savings you have on electric, or if you have propane or fuel oil and you switch to a different service, if it's natural gas or even the higher efficiency propane systems, the savings you have on those monthly bills typically offset, or if not offset, come very close to offsetting the cost of the payment of the new unit. So, you know, eventually that does pay for itself, and then you have a positive cash flow. So it's a pretty neat thing. And of course, you're also more comfortable. You don't have to worry about it. You know, for 10 or 12 years, you have full warranties on everything. You don't have to worry about anything. You know, parts and labor are 100% covered. You know that's being maintained. You know, we're going to come out there and take care of everything for you. If there is a problem, let's face it, everything's mechanical, and in today's day and age, problems happen. If there is a problem,
nice warranties and good companies come in.
We come out there and we resolve it as fast and as easily as possible for you, and we'll make it happen. So we have a great relationship with our wholesalers. If something is drastic, we can get new parts in, we can get new equipment in very, very quickly. Which is nice.
And you're a sizable company. In other words, been around over 40 years now. In other words, you know, so you don't just have 1 or 2 people. You've got a whole little village or army of people. And where I find comfort is when I call and I get a hold of somebody, I know things are moving.
Right.
Okay? In other words, and there are some smaller companies where, you know, you might call and leave a message, and then you find out, oh my gosh, they're on vacation and forgot to change their voicemail, or they're busy or too busy, or the owner's got a cold and that's the guy doing all the work, and so on. So you've got a group of people, they're all professionally trained.
Correct.
You're licensed, you're insured, your vehicles are lettered, you know who your employees are, and you keep good records. I mean, the email I got that explained what this gentleman did was very nice.
Detailed.
In other words, you know.
And that's nice because the service techs also have access to all that too while they're out there. So they can go through and see what the history of the system, if they weren't the tech that was out last time, if there was, you know, another tech was out a year or 2 earlier, they can go back and say, oh yeah, this has been going on, or we've done this before, we've done that before. You know, they can look at the age of the unit, they can look at all the information that's necessary on there, and see what's been done over maintenances, see what's been done, when the last time it was serviced, things like that. Because inevitably, I'm actually one of the worst people for that. I say, I have my system serviced all the time, and I honestly was thinking of it. It's been almost a year since I've had my system serviced, and I preached,
And you
twice.
just swore it was a month ago.
Exactly. So, and they and people think that, it's like, oh, well, I just had it done. I think you guys were just out here. We can pull it up and say, no, it was a year ago in September we were out there. So it's nice to be able to have that access and that information right there for them, and then go through with it. But everything is very streamlined. The techs can take all the information now. They can get you set up with service maintenance agreements right then. This is allergy season. Obviously, a lot of that's going on. So people that have never had allergies before, or every time we ask, are you have any allergies, asthma, anything like that, most people don't want to say that they do.
Right.
But when you're out there at the house and you're sniffling and people are sick in the house, they have the techs all carry air purifiers and different things on the truck. They can go right into the systems to solve all those things right then. So it's a very quick and easy installation on those. So we can take care of it all at that time.
Okay.
But there's a lot of options and a lot of things out there that both the techs, the
You're
installers
up to date.
have.
You got all the new stuff.
Absolutely.
You go to constantly training.
Yeah. And this is the season where that's starting to come up. So usually January, February, we're traveling and going to different conferences. So we try to hit all the major. There's ACA conventions, which are the air conditioning conventions. They always have those each year. We're one of the only local companies that we ever see consistently out there. Very rarely do you see a couple of them in there from other north. But it's nice to run into other companies locally when we do go to those places because we know them, and it's good to see friendly faces. But that also keeps us up on
when they're not there.
Yes, and it keeps us up on all the new things that are going on. So you're talking to companies from around the country that have the same similar climates and the same similar situations, and you can kind of network with them and discuss what are they doing differently than what are we doing. You pick up so many different great ideas from that. So it's nice to be able to do that. We always kind of get really excited about it this time of year, and then by March we're like, all right, we're done with traveling. Let's get back to let's get back to here and do what we got to do. But it is nice to be able to have that opportunity.
And if somebody's got a room that's always been a little cold and they need some extra duct work, or they want to just put a ductless system in that one room, you have many different, I would say, solutions.
Absolutely, yeah. We have total solutions for just about anything. The ductless world is, and I think every time we talk about that, it is growing and growing and more acceptable now. And the heating that's coming out of them, we have these cold temperatures out. I always tell people ductless units are heat pumps, and everyone hears heat pumps and oh my goodness. Ductless units don't even have backup electric in them. So we have a friend of mine that has the house. We did a couple systems for him. He's maintaining 76 degrees when it was 10 degrees outside off the ductless units, and it's never been more comfortable. And his energy bills are nothing. Yes, yeah,
they're so energy efficient.
Yeah, he's dropped his electric bills are at half of what they were this time last year, and he wasn't even keeping it anywhere near as warm. So he just absolutely loves them, and that's the thing. Nice. They come out, extremely warm temperature. Everything's right there in the room, so you can control that. And every room could be a different temperature, which is nice.
I have a building that I'm renting now that's some offices, and someday only one person will be in one office in the whole building, but we're heating the whole building.
Right.
So I've been thinking here, I'm going to get you guys to come out and look at this. I think I'd like to put a ductless system in there, so that way if I'm in one room one day and there's 7 other rooms and nobody else is there, I don't have to heat that whole building that much. I can just deal with that one room, and I'll probably save enough because there's 2 or 3 people in that same scenario. So the ductless systems are good. You also do plumbing.
We do plumbing. We do home performance. We do everything as a company. Yeah. So plumbers, I have a feeling are going to start to be very busy here as soon as we get a little bit of a thaw. That's typically what we find if the temperature is below the freezing mark for extremely freezing for 3 or 4 days. Frozen pipes all start to happen, and then the thaw outs and the broken pipes. So I'm sure that they're getting amped up for that right now. That we have, like I said, but we have a very strong staff of that.
But again,
so they can go ahead and
that's what I like about First Class is you've got people answering the phone.
Absolutely.
You've got trained people, licensed and insured, and you've got more than 4 or 5 employees.
Absolutely. And
in other words, you're ready and prepared to handle whatever comes up.
Yep. Somebody's always there. Today we have Laura working in the office. She'll be there today, and after that, no matter what time you call, you're always going to talk to somebody. They're going to get you an appointment set up.
And I like that because I have people say to me, "Well, when should I call?" I said, "I would call right now." And at least get your name on the list because you do offer 24/7 service if somebody wants that, or if you know on Saturday you're wanting service on Monday or Tuesday, call then and at least get your name on
Get
the
on
list.
the, yeah,
That's
get on
what
the
I tell
schedule and do
people.
all that.
The
Yep,
schedule.
absolutely.
So,
Yep.
anything else we need to know? What's that Energized Delaware? Is that still cooking?
It is, yeah. They've revamped the program, so there's going to be some things going on. I guess new in January.
Because you're one of the few companies in Delaware
Yeah.
even involved in that.
Absolutely, yeah. We've done. I think we did not quite, but almost a quarter of the rebate money from the state.
Really?
When we looked at that, yeah. So they've done quite a lot in the last year and a half. So they've revamped the program a little bit. They've raised some of the rebates on certain systems.
Okay.
They've lowered them on some other ones. So they're trying to make it a little bit more streamlined. So there's going to be some different changes. Right now, it's as soon as that goes into effect, will be January, and then we'll be back in a full swing on that. But it's a great program that's really helped. If you're looking to make a decision, if it's not an exact emergency change out right now,
Right.
you can prepare for it. We can get the audit done. We can get everything in there, get the system installed, and then you get a check in the mail.
A few $1,000s.
Yeah, actually, we used to get we've had some people that were getting back $2,200 on a system. We had some people that are getting back more and they're doing crawl spaces. They're doing insulation work. $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 back.
Wow.
So, and it's a check directly back to you. It's not even a credit, which is great. So they'll be able to capitalize on all of it. So it's
All
great.
right. What's the number you're giving out?
302-934-8900, firstclasshvac.com on the web. Check us all out on there.
Facebook.
Like us on Facebook. You see a little bit about that. See about the past things we've done. We just had a really successful Bikes for Kids thing we do every year.
Okay,
so that's
good.
all over. That was great.
Very community-minded company.
Got 50 bikes out to kids right before
Wow.
Christmas.
Did
and
you
all
put
that.
any of them together?
No, thank goodness we did not have to assemble them. So that was very good. But got those all to, and then we actually gave a few extras to Toys for Tots too. So it was
Excellent.
great. Yeah. So.
All right.
Well,
Anything else?
That should do it. I
Are you
appreciate
leaving
it.
or staying for breakfast?
I'm actually leaving, going back to work.
right.
It's always something, especially
Well,
this time.
Happy New Year. and
Happy New Year.
for
Thank
your
you very
support
much.
Of the show.
Absolutely.
We've been together
Always been
for
great.
a few years now.
I know it's been a while.
So
It's
it
been
has.
good.
Thank
So,
you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
Have a
see
great
ya.
day.
All right. There he is, Sean, First Class Heating and Air, 934-8900. 934-8900. Now, got a couple more things. I want to get a quick word with Ivory Hopkins real quick, if he could come on around. I just want to get him on for just a little bit here, and then we're going to have him on again after 9. I just want to introduce him while we're on the radio. Mid-South Audio, Kevin Short. He is not here this morning. He's going to miss Dean's Delicious Dishes, but a lot of the equipment here, and there's some more stuff here that we've gotten recently from him. What were you getting ready to say, Brooks?
I'll take his spot as far as the Dean's
Oh,
Delicious Dishes.
all right. So,
Just a
Kevin,
heads
we
up.
miss you. But Mid-South
miss
Audio
you.
has it all, and whether you need audio, lighting, video, whatever, he can help you out. He rents it, he sells it, he services it. He's a real good guy. MidSouthAudio.com. Check him out. 856-6993. 856-6993. They'll take good care of you. Now, Brooks, what have I missed other than Ducky and Car Wash?
That's it.
Ducky and Car Wash. I will bet you there will be a line at the car washes as soon as this weather breaks, because everybody's going to want to get the brine out from underneath their vehicle, okay? So Ducky and Car Wash has 2 locations, and that means there's one in Milford and there's one in Seaford. First of all, immediately, go to their Facebook page and like their Facebook pages. That way you know what's going on. They're open 7 days a week, weather permitting, and I would say the weather will not permit them to be open today, but it's nice to get your car cleaned. They clean them inside, outside. They got all these different packages. They have gift cards. If you want to give a gift, it's a great place to deal. I'm very happy with them. I deal with them at least once or twice a week. So I like a nice clean vehicle. It makes me feel better for some. A nice tank of gas, a couple donuts, and a nice clean vehicle makes you feel pretty darn good. So anyway, it's duckandcarwash.com. 2 locations, Milford and Seaford. Check them out. Tell them I sent you. Their gift cards never expire. They're good people. All right. I'm going to let Katie take our picture for just a minute. She does such a great job, and I do want to say thank you, Katie. She really does do a good job and does post through the week and so on. If you're watching on... Oh. She wants me to smile and talk. Anyway, that was a pause, and that doesn't happen often, okay? God. When you're buying airtime by the second, every second is money. Listen, I want to say, if you are watching on Facebook, sharing is caring. Hit the share button, if you would, please. I'm going to talk real brief right now with a friend of ours. Is it Pastor Ivory Hopkins?
Yes,
is that the
that'll do just
terminology?
fine. That is just fine.
Okay. You're sporting a new hairdo.
Yes, I am.
Yes.
It kind of clings to me real tight.
Right. It has that flesh look to it.
Yes, indeed.
So tight haircut. All right. So anyway, you're going to be on with me after 9. We're going to talk a little bit about New
Wonderful.
Year's and hope and prosperity.
Most definitely.
Okay. And are you going to have breakfast?
Yes, I'm going to still
Okay.
while I have breakfast and what
All
have
right.
you.
And so what does a pastor do on New Year's Eve?
Well, New Year's night's going to be absolutely excellent.
Okay.
I've got a strong motivational message.
Oh, okay.
Based
Is your
upon
church
yes
gathering?
Yes, indeed. My church is located about 6 miles south of the prison.
Okay.
Right, actually, to those who live locally, is right across actually from Malvin Joseph's house.
Is it really?
Yes, it is. The name
Okay.
of it is Pilgrim's Ministry of
I know
Deliverance.
exactly where it's at.
Founded in 1983.
Wow, you were just a teenager.
Yes, indeed, just a kid.
Wow.
And then some 30-some years later, still kicking, and now
Wow.
traveling all over the world and all over our nation.
Wow.
But New Year's Eve service, we're looking forward to a time of worship and praise, and I've got a dynamic message that is talking about the blessing of God and the prosperity that we live in. See, I'm one, Jim, that I don't let the news media dictate my thoughts. I refuse to participate.
I agree.
I believe that the Bible and the Word of God is what we should be established upon. But, Jim, I feel that the upcoming year is going to be a tremendous time economically of being real, real good. Now, somebody might get mad and say, well, he's saying it because Donald Trump's in, or he must be a Trumpet or whatever. I don't care nothing about none of that.
Correct.
What I do, I pray for whoever's the president is. I pray for whoever God allows to be president or over our nation. But I believe God. And, Jim, there is a season right now, I believe, of creativity, of business, of economics. We are going to see in 2018, I firmly believe this with all of my heart, an economic increase that if people would use it and plan wisely, spend their money wisely, make their money fix something, solve something, or create something.
Right. Don't mean go out and get head over heels in debt.
Please. Oh,
in other
please.
words, but just get focused on the blessings you have and realize, that God really still is.
Yes.
It don't matter who's president.
Well, the word says every good and perfect gift comes from above, and promotion comes from God.
What did you say on the radio the other day about if you have thoughts that they really dictate your steps? What was that?
Well, it's as a man thinketh in his heart, so
That
is
was
he.
what it was, yeah.
It's scripture. I think it's the book of Proverbs. As a man thinketh in his heart. There's another verse that I love. It's called, guard thy heart with all diligence, for out of it flows the issue of life. I tend to, in my Christian belief, in my walk in Christ, I tend to keep myself in a position where I'm not contaminated by crazy issues,
Right.
racial issues,
Divisive issues.
divisive. I'm not going to be a part of it.
Right.
I
And we
refu-
choose whether to be a part
oh
of
my
that
God,
or
we
not.
choose whether. And you know what, Jim? The success that I have, and I am very successful. I'm not saying this in a prideful way, but God has blessed me.
You've allowed God
Oh
to
my
guide
God!
your steps.
Oh, it's tremendous, man.
It is.
One thing I found about both of us, we make lemonade. When we get a lemon, we make lemonade. The glass is half full, man.
Right.
And that's the way that we live our lives.
Right.
And I believe
And we
that
choose that.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
I do have to stop this little segment.
Man,
Okay.
when we get back,
one
we'll
of the
tell you
two
some
of us
fun
is
stuff.
a long winder.
Yeah. Well, everybody knows never get a preacher in front of a mic.
And,
5 more
and
minutes,
don't
people.
let him preach more than 20 minutes because guess what happens? He has to receive an offering after 20 minutes.
Watch it, Jim.
So we've got him at 18 minutes today. All right. Anyway, so we're going to have him back in a few minutes. So hang
Nice
in here
talking
with
to
us.
you, buddy.
Okay. All right. So it's the last couple minutes of our show on the radio. So this is the last chance for me to say, God bless you and your family. New Year, be careful what you do New Year's Eve. Don't drink and drive. You might spill your beer and you might kill somebody's child. So in other words, don't drink and drive. Uber and Lyft and get somebody to take you home if you're going to do it. Know your limits. It isn't worth the risk. There's nothing worse than starting the new year off by harming another human being or yourself. So please, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with drinking. It's just the excess of anything. The excess of anything is damaging. So too much hair could be damaging, okay? So overspending, overeating, overdrinking, anything. But please enjoy the new year. It's a new year. There's a lot of hope, a lot of prosperity. It's an exciting time. And if you're not excited, it's time for you to get excited. In other words, we all sometimes just need a checkup from the neck up, you know? And what you think and what you believe, you have a lot of control over. We can never control what happens to us. We can only control how we respond. That's the thing. So I want to say thank you for watching my show and listening to it. Fran, is that Fran back at the studio? I hung out with him 3 mornings this week. Fran, thank you for your support and your friendship and how hard you work back at the studio to make things good for me or Dan or whoever. He does a great job. So we're here at Smith's Cafe. The food is cooking. It's great. If you come have a word with me, I'll buy your breakfast. But anyway, Weller's is open. Walls is open. And we're here to do some daggone business and have a good time. So we're going to continue on 1 more hour on My Cozy TV and Jim Weller's Facebook page. God bless you and Happy New Year. Now, Ivory, I'm going to need to let Colin get down here for just a minute, and then we'll have you back on. So, folks watching on TV, we're going to have Pastor Ivory Hopkins. We're going to talk a little bit more with him. We've got Mark Lashir from WRDE is also going to be on with us. I can't remember if there's anybody else or not. I think that's it. 2 more people? Okay. All right. So right now, this is Colin Walls, owner-operator of Walls Service Center.
Right. Yep.
They're open now, and Tracy would like somebody to call. Did I call her Stacy last time?
You called her Stacy last time.
Okay,
yeah.
but today we're calling her Tracy.
Right. You added something to her. You didn't take anything away. You added an S to her name.
Another
right.
name. Okay, right.
Another
right.
name.
Another name. All right. So anyway, call her right now.
Right.
It's 422-8110 and say, hey, we heard that you would like us to bring you breakfast. And we want to know, what would you like? And then bring her some breakfast.
Right.
So anyway.
And can we bring the security cameras up?
Oh, yeah. Do you mind? Yeah, we need...
And show them on TV.
Right, because we want to show our TV audience what's going on in the lobby of Walls Service Center right this minute.
Right. And it's only Facebook, and it's only Sussex
small
County.
Crowd, just a few
and 4 or 5
people.
counties in Maryland. That's all.
Right, just a few
right.
thousand
It's not
people.
the entire East Coast.
No, it's not.
Right.
Yet. Okay.
We got
All right.
satellites linking up soon.
All over the place. We're launching satellites as we speak from Lincoln City. Okay. Walls Service Center is open today, everybody.
Right. Did you notice that was in my way?
I did.
Every time I was hitting it.
Yep.
So, yes, Walls Service Center is open today, and we've talked about this many times, but I think it's worth talking about one more time.
I think it's
again.
the coolest thing. I mean, I want to make this clear. If you're getting oil changes somewhere and you don't get one of these when you leave, you're missing something.
You're missing out. And
right.
And what you're missing out is being proactive about your vehicle.
You don't charge for this.
We don't charge for it.
Somebody
it's
gets
part
an
of the oil
change. You know, and whatever it is, 30-some, $40. I don't even know how much an oil change is, because I think it's different every daggone vehicle.
Well,
I bring
it
in
is,
there.
yeah.
Some take 5 quarts and some take.
Oh, well, your
8
truck
quarts
is 8.5 quarts.
8.5 quarts. Could have been 8. It's got to be 8.5.
Right.
8.5.
Oh, and when we get above 8, we just go right to 12.
Right. There you
yeah.
go.
No.
So anyway, all
no,
right.
we don't.
So,
but anyway, so this is the checklist we do at Walls Service Center. Anytime you have it oil changed here, and it's got quite a bit of things on
sure
here
does.
that we look at on your car. You know, right from something as simple as the wiper blades on up to we're going to look at the front end. We're going to look at the tie rod ends. The tie rod ends are the piece that are on your steering that kind of hook your wheels to the steering.
And even though your car's still steering, if they're worn out and loose, it will cause your tires to wear funny.
Well, it can cause your tires wear funny, and if they're wore out, that means they're that much closer to possibly breaking. I have seen those break, and that is the link to your wheel from your steering wheel. And
so if that breaks, you have no control over that one wheel.
Right. So you could have one go that way and the other, still going straight.
Right.
Anyway, we can check all that at Walls Service Center, right down to your filters. And, we're going to look at your windshield even to see if there's a chip or a crack or, something that would prevent you from going through inspection.
You check the lights.
We
and the
check
signals.
all the lights. And I say, I don't have hard numbers on this. I have them, but I just haven't looked into them. But probably 50% of the cars we have in there for service work have at least one bulb out. We had a lady that came in yesterday, and she had one light on the back of her car working. She had one brake light. No, she had one brake light and one tail light working. And so the brake light was out on this side, and the tail light was out on this side, and both tag lights were out. So she had all kinds of
There's a probable
lights
cause for being stopped right
Exactly.
Enough of them. Wow.
Right. So anyway, Wall Service Center, give us a call, 422-8110, right there on your screen, wallservicecenter.com on the web. You can go there. You can actually schedule an appointment right there if you want.
Let's talk about Monday morning.
Monday morning. So
Monday morning.
The Dan Gaffney Show. Dan Gaffney is off that day. Jim Weller and I will be filling in, and Amy Brown. So it's going to be kind of our Wednesday night Facebook Live show that's on the WRDE Facebook page on Wednesday nights. We're bringing it to WRDE television Monday morning. 5:30 to 7.
We're going to have fun, folks. So we need you to maybe set your alarm, maybe set your smartphone, whatever, because we need you at 5 o'clock. We're going to take phone calls. We're going to have a roll call.
Oh.
Might even have some prizes and gifts and giveaways.
That would be good.
Oh, that would be wonderful. That would be
So,
wonderful.
Either stay, if you're going to stay up late, to
Just
watch
stay
the
up
ball
all
drop
night long
or whatever.
till 5:30.
Right, just stay up until 7, actually.
5:30 to 7, right?
Right.
We go live at 5:30. then.
Right, well, we don't want them to stay up until 5:30 because that means they'll be going to bed at 5:30.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So we want you to stay up until 7, but tune in, WRDE, that's 9 and 809
I got to think about
on
what you
cable.
just said.
Was that too deep for you?
I got it now. Okay.
9 and 809 on cable. Also, channel 31 on the satellite systems.
Right,
Dish and
Dish
DirecTV.
Network, DirecTV.
31.1 over
So
the
my
air.
wife will be able to watch this.
She will, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
she's
she just
excited.
can't get enough of you,
She
I'm
won't-
sure.
No, here's the thing. We have a MiFi, and she calls them minutes. They're really gigabytes, okay?
Right, yeah.
Gigabytes. And, man, she is so conscious of that. And I'm telling her I don't know why. So she doesn't watch the show or anything like that because she doesn't want to use up our minutes. But it's really gigabytes, okay? All right.
Have you ever
Holland?
heard, I know why, because have
Why?
you ever heard Jim talk about people
Oh,
using up
my
his
gosh.
gigabytes? That's why.
Well, I had $180 last month worth of overages.
Oh.
But I think if we call our guy, he knows a guy and he's going to fix it. I think.
Really?
He said, call him. He said, tell him when I get the bill, and he'll see what he can do.
I won't.
Wow.
I won't tell you where the overages came from.
No. It's not me. It's not me.
There's 4 devices that were heavily used.
Really?
Yeah. One of them was
Jim's
Katie's
house.
iPad.
Yeah.
Jim's
Katie's
house,
iPad.
Jenny's house, Jenny's phone, and Jim's iPad. 20-some gigs,
whiz.
20-some gigs, 16-some gigs.
Right, and everybody was just thinking, well, I'm just probably going to go over a little bit.
Right.
And each of them went over just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
It was Katie.
It was Katie, yeah. Blaming it on Katie.
I wasn't aware, Brooks. I had no idea that my device was using gigabytes. Yeah, but we might not be on the first time.
Right.
Well, yeah, we got some.
We need a new salesman so we can be on the first time with that salesman.
See, the last time this happened, I was able to negotiate some
Hey,
promotional gigabytes.
you don't even know what's happened to solve this problem.
I know.
Oh, I
somebody
do.
got internet.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, unlimited.
Yeah, and now they're excited because now they're getting a Roku
Oh
for
my
the TV.
gosh!
And
Everybody's watching TV now. they're welcome to the real world. They're not going out no more. They're watching TV.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Now
They
you
got
get
a Roku, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I think they got both, a Roku and a Roku. All right, can you get out of here so
All
I
right,
can get Ivory
I am
on?
done. Let's get Ivory
You're
on
taking
here.
up his time.
I know.
Get out of here. I don't mean to cut you off. All right, Ivory, come on down. Okay, he's going to look better the second time, folks. Okay, he's been over there getting his hair straight and everything.
That's it.
So we are going to talk to Pastor Ivory Hopkins, good friend, good supporter of our community, a great man of God, a good husband, and he's celebrating a remodeled kitchen.
Yes, sir. Kitchen and living room.
Kitchen and living room.
This December the 3rd was our 38th year anniversary. And I think I was in Texas doing a show. And my wife called me up and she said, you know what I would like to do? I said, what's that, Av? My wife's name is Evelyn.
Okay.
She said, I would like the living room is an office. I would like to move it all out of the office.
Okay.
And I had an epiphany. She was tired of it.
Dead giveaway.
And the Lord really blessed me. Let me tell you the blessing, Jim. The young man that did the remodeling for me was a kid that grew up in my church. I remember when he used to peer over the seats trying to duck my preaching.
Really?
That young man told me, I actually did their wedding, did counseling with him, and he wanted to pay me, and I told him, no, I can't do this, like charging my children. And he said, Brother Ivory, if you ever need me, he said, if you ever need me for anything, let me know. Well, time went by, long story short. He grew up and started a business called Pop Sid.
Pop Sid.
That's named after his grandfather, Sidney.
Oh, Pop Sid.
Sid, yes.
Okay.
And so I asked him to do some work for the church, did a great job, and he did my house. And he actually finished it off Christmas Eve. He left there probably about 8 o'clock, but he worked on it for about maybe four, almost 6 weeks.
Wow.
Great job. I've documented it on Facebook.
Okay. I saw some of the pictures. His work looks good.
And right now, all of our furniture has come in and for both rooms, because we did it from the floor up, Jim.
Wow.
And really gave me, it was a blessing, but I never had to. As a matter of fact, I asked the kids sometimes, I said, well, man, go home. Yeah. But he was intending to get the work done. So nonetheless, Evelyn and I got blessed for our 38th year anniversary. Now the office, I have an office upstairs. I also have a video production room because I do shows for a radio broadcast out of Philippines.
Oh, really?
It's called Omega Man
so you
Radio.
Can speak another language?
No.
Okay.
That other language I used to speak, I got saved and stopped. You asked for that.
Right, that was good.
Yes. You asked for that one, Jim.
Okay.
But it's a studio that we have there.
Okay.
Set up, on a smaller scale. Because on YouTube, I have over 750 YouTube messages.
Really?
I do counseling with people all over the world. I'm author of 14 books and chancellor of a university out of Phoenix, Arizona.
And you live in Delaware?
Yes. Well, you always hear me on the road.
Wow.
All of these places you hear of me going all over the country. Some of it is related to the school that we have. Some are related to churches and pastors that are in fellowship with us. Getting ready to go January the 6th. I'm heading to Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm with Pastor Marvin Sapp, huge. I'm with Brian Korn, huge ministry. I will probably be doing 3,000 to 4,000 people.
Wow. Now, how many kids you got?
2.
2 kids.
I got a son and a daughter. They're awesome.
Now, are they around here?
My son lives here.
Okay.
He's right down the road from us. And my daughter is a lawyer in Philadelphia.
Really?
Yeah.
So you got grandkids?
Got grandkids. My grandchildren now, one of my granddaughter, she's here in America. But I have a grandson and great-grandchildren in Germany.
I remember this now.
Yeah, she came and sang.
That's right.
You know where she's at now, Jim?
No.
My granddaughter now is at the Philadelphia School of Arts.
Really?
Yes. She's furthering the
singing.
singing.
Was pretty gifted that day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Must get that from her mother's side.
Absolutely. But I'm going to tell you this, it's funny. When her mom told me Tasha can sing, I felt like, now look, I'm a pastor. People forgive me, please. But if I have to hear another kid sing... I'm telling the truth
about it.
I'm telling the truth and shaming the devil, y'all, okay? So anyway, I'm sitting at my kitchen table, and I'm going like, oh, God, not her. She said, Dad, my daughter-in-law calls me Dad. Dad, she really can sing. I said, okay, let me hear her sing something. And the kid opened her mouth, and she began to sing. I said, oh, my God, she can really sing. And her mother looked at me and she said, well, Dad, what did you think? I said, I've had a lot of rehearsals done to me.
Wow. Well, good job. That's nice. Those are all good stories, in other words. And how did you ever get into the ministry? Like, or, what happened or why?
As a kid, I was raised up in church.
Were you around here?
I come from a family of 15. Wow. My mother lived in Millsboro most of her life.
Okay.
My family generally come from the Carolinas.
Okay.
At 2 years old, I was sent to Maryland to be raised by an uncle of mine. Okay. Now, his middle name is Ivory, James Ivory Boomer.
Okay.
Okay, so when I went to stay with my uncle, they raised me up in an AME church. And that was the first foundation that I got.
Okay.
My uncle was very creative. He was the one that put the principle in me of success. Blame nobody for failures or achievements. Either make it better or move on. And that put that principle in me of God and motivation.
Wow.
And so, long story short, I come back home at 15, stays with my mom. I'm still going to church. End up going to a little church in Lincoln, Delaware called Welcome Full Gospel Holiness Church. Very teeny. The bishop there was named Winfred Gregory. Love him to death. He's gone on home with the Lord. At 19 years old, I'm on the phone hooking up a date. And my mother says to me, and this actually happened, Jim. My mom says to me, she says, Ivory, She said, I kind of got a little away from the Lord, you know. Just a little wayward.
Who
know,
moved?
Yeah.
You or him?
I think the Lord was in the same place. I was a little. But my mother said to me with tears in her eyes, she said, Ivory, she said, you need to get back in church. And she had this like anxious look. And I said, Mom, what's wrong? Because my mom was crying. I said, what is wrong? She said, Ivory, I have had dreams over and over. You were preaching to every race of people. She said you were standing in large audience. You know, when you're that old, when you're that young, you know a lot more than the older people anyway.
Yeah.
I turned around to her, I said, Mom, I go to a little church in Lincoln, Delaware. Not even a white person goes to that church. And you're telling me I'm going to preach to every race? Jim,
wow.
I preach to every nationality. I have friends in just about every continent you can think of, man. God did it.
Wow.
You've heard me call in from Suriname and what have you. You know, we've been done the Caribbean a lot. We've been to Europe. God has had us all over the place. But I love mentioning the metropolis of Harveston, Delaware. When they ask me where you come from, I come from the metropolis of Harveston.
Harveston, Delaware.
And the main word would be is, where's that? And that's the point.
Wow. That was pretty good vision, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. The Lord was working through her.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Isn't that something? So, not tonight. When does your church normally have services?
Our services are 10 o'clock Sunday mornings.
10 o'clock Sunday
have a
morning?
midweek Wednesday service.
Okay. What time Wednesday?
Wednesday is 7 p.m.
Okay.
One of the ministers that started with me in 1983, which is another fantastic thing, all of the main crew, I call them my crew, my posse. We were the Super 8 when we started the church, and we grew a little bit. Mostly all of them are still with me. And one of the guys there, his name is Pastor Levin Bailey. He's been with me ever since I begun, and he now pastors the church.
Okay.
And I'm because
you're going a lot.
Yeah, with all this traveling and what have you and stuff. And but it's fantastic. We're located right in, like I said, right down in Georgetown.
Right
Delaware.
on the highway.
Yes, that's right. At 25053 DuPont
Iron
Boulevard.
Source is near there.
Yeah, yes,
and there's some, right almost across from Melvin Joseph
Right almost
Construction, but really across from his house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so New Year's Eve, is that Sunday night?
Yes, Sunday night at 10. I think we're going to start at 10.
I mean, is this open to anybody?
Of course, everybody in the world can
Okay,
come.
so I mean, this isn't just
open
for your
to
church.
anybody. No, it's not just for our
anybody
church.
watching or listening.
Anybody would like to come, we welcome you. We absolutely welcome you.
Now, if somebody comes to your church, what might they expect? Like, in other words, are you a suit and tie church?
No, we're kind of casual.
Okay.
We're kind of casual.
Got stuff for kids?
Pretty well laid out, yes. We got activities for kids. Yes, we do. We cover the basic areas, my man.
Is it lively?
Oh, very lively.
Okay. All right.
Very, very lively.
Okay.
And we like I said, we preach the solid gospel.
Okay.
Christ's resurrection, his birth, his resurrection, and the soon coming King.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All
But
right.
we try to carry ourselves in such a way that our life becomes as great a witness as our words. Because I mean, no matter how much you talk, if your life doesn't match what you're saying doesn't matter very much.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
If your life doesn't match what you're saying, what you're saying doesn't matter very much. Wow. Now, how could somebody learn more about you? Is there a website?
Yes, we have a website called pilgrimsministry.org.
Pilgrimsministry.org.
Yes, you can go on our website, and it has a lot of detailed stuff about us. And what
They
have
could
you.
look you up on YouTube?
They can look me up on YouTube. Like I said earlier, I have 750 YouTube messages.
Who manages all that?
I do, and some of
Really?
my staff. Right now, we've got a group of the millennials are tremendous. We've got a lot of them doing work for us. Right now, I've got a new book that I'm getting done by a girl out of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
They do that. We go through one of the processes that Amazon.com offers in publishing.
Okay.
Called Create Space, and they've done a number of books and stuff. And like I have 14 books that are already finished books.
You've written a book?
Yes, sir. 14
of them.
14 books.
I am giving thought to writing a book.
Jim,
The
you know
Life
what?
and Times of Jim Weller.
All you got to do is speak your thoughts and give them to an editor, and they can help work it right together.
Really,
it's not
I am
that
giving
hard.
a little thought to that. So.
Let me say this. One of my books is called A Spiritual Place called Next. You know where Next is? The place you go to when things don't turn out the way you thought.
That's true.
Sometimes in life, you're believing and hoping and trusting God and everything for a thing to go a certain way, and it doesn't. You got to learn how to live past that.
That's right.
And if you don't learn how to go to next, there will take you out.
That's true.
Yeah.
Wow.
And another one is called Breaking the Spirit of the Fixer's Control. And that book deals with learning how to release your children and people to become. Because if you keep fixing things for folks, they'll never be able to do it themselves.
That's true. You're just enabling them then.
Exactly.
Wow.
My,
Wow, so how would somebody get one of your books?
You could get them on our website. Our church has them as well.
Okay.
On our website,
So they're physically for sale in the church?
Yeah, physically for sale in our church.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
Anything else you want to say while we're here? I mean,
Yeah, I want to say to everybody, a very, very happy New Year to you, and what have you. And look for nothing but the best in God, and give people a chance. Meet them not by issues, just get a chance to meet them anyhow.
Right.
That's what I really believe.
Let the
Jim.
issues get out of the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, there's just a person standing there.
You know what I wonder, guys? I wonder what happened to us that got us to a place where we meet people by their sexuality or their church or their race. What happened?
Or what race car they like, or sports team.
How did we stop meeting us human beings?
It's because I think people have lost their identity.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't even know who they are.
In
other words, so that just causes us to be divided.
I think that human beings is the most interesting, fascinating thing that God ever created.
Oh, I agree with
so
that.
So frail, but we're worth having and being.
Absolutely. So,
thank
my
you
friend,
for having
God
me on,
bless
buddy.
you. Okay.
I appreciate
Happy
this,
New
buddy.
Year to you. Okay?
All right, man. God
All
bless
right.
you.
Ivory Hopkins. Very good. Thank you. All right. Do you want to talk today, young lady? I'm just checking. All right. Anyway, why don't we get Mark Lashir to come on down just for the heck of it and see what we got going on with him. He's from WRDE. I'm going to give him this as a coaster.
Coffee permitted over here?
Just put it on that tablet.
Put it on this tablet right
Yep.
here.
How you doing? Oh, just what's that? Oh no. What was the question? I bought a Ford. The massaging seats got me.
When you buy a Ford, buy the best. Ride 10 miles and walk the rest.
When you buy a Ford, buy the best. Wow, that was pretty good.
Yeah,
But anyway,
I saw you bought a new truck.
yeah, well, it was quite a journey. In other words, I studied GMC versus Ford. Katie's going to take our picture. So, oh, okay. You did good last time, though. Here we go. Very good.
All right.
We were both smiling. I've got to learn how to smile while I'm talking. All right, Mark, tell me what's going on in your world. Have you had breakfast?
I've been eating some breakfast.
Okay, and how was that?
It was delicious. I had a veggie omelet, a little side of fruit. Got my coffee with me. I'm ready to go.
Well, good. Well, here, I'll buy your breakfast then.
Oh, well,
How's
thank
that?
you very much. It's
That's
very
a
kind of
$1,000
you.
gift card that there's 990. There's $10 left
I
on it.
love it.
That's what I'm
Thank
saying.
you very
Started
much
out
for
at
that. That was
1,000.
very nice of you. Very
Yeah,
kind
these
of
are
you.
all
Thank you.
$1,000 gift cards, and I'm got them down to just $10 left on them. Is what I've done.
It's
So-
nice that you did that.
Yeah, oh yeah, it could have been only $8. All right. So anyway, you work with WRDE. Is that a full-time thing?
I do. So I have my official title at the station is the Director of Non-Traditional Revenue.
I love non-traditional revenue.
Yeah,
that is
so-
actually what I'm I'm into non-traditional revenue. What is
So-
non-traditional revenue?
So years ago, I worked for a radio station outside of Richmond, Virginia. It was a classic rock, heritage rock station.
Okay.
And there was a guy whose title was the Director of Non-Traditional Revenue. And that's how I kind of learned about that position. Really what that position did is that you just kind of came up with concepts and ideas and then figured out a way to how to make them profitable for the entity that you were
I
working
love
for.
this.
Yes.
Are you listening to this?
So
Okay.
a lot of times what we do at the station, you know, when you operate the television station, there's many traditional routes that customers can choose to be on TV.
Right.
They can buy time, they can do 30-second
Buy
commercials,
ads
they can
or-
buy ads,
right,
they can buy a
okay.
half-hour show, they can do a variety of different things. But then our job is to come up with different unique things that we can go out into the field and say, hey, we're going to do this, we're going to do that.
Can you give me an example?
I'll give you two great examples that are
Two
coming up.
examples, everybody.
So the first is going to be the Office Olympiad, which is going to be held by us.
I think I saw people practicing for this.
Yes, we did. We were doing trials.
Training.
Yes, we were doing trials the other
Training.
day.
Okay.
So we've got the Olympics coming up in February of this year, and that's in South Korea.
Okay.
And
Now, is this a WRDE
This is a
thing?
WRDE
So you
thing.
have designed these
I've
things called the
designed-
Olympics.
It's called the Office Olympiad.
The Office Olympics.
We have to be very careful on how we use the rings and stuff when you're NBC because, the Olympic Committee is very protective of the rings, and you can't say Olympics and you can't do it. So we've had to kind of skirt around those, and I try to be safe when we do that stuff. So really what the Office Olympiad was is I said, you know what? We need to have a 2-week competition amongst businesses where we just have fun because – a lot of people like to do team building. They get the group involved.
Right.
And we just wanted to do some very, easy, fun things in the office.
Like leg wrestling?
Like leg wrestling, it's one of them, yes.
Okay.
No, one of them is like a coat rack. We have one that's called coat rack ring toss. And we put a coat rack, about 15 feet ahead of you. And I've got different point values on different hooks. And then I've got little rope rings, and I stand, and you've got 3 rounds to toss them on there. And then how many points do you get during that time?
And you're going to go to people's offices?
I'm going to go to people's offices, and we're going to do 6 events. We're going to broadcast them live on Facebook. And some of the money that we're going to take, or we're going to actually donate, and we're going to give that to charity. We're going to do a partnership with the Special Olympics for that. So we're going to give money to them. We're going to have some fun. We're going to do a lot of promotion. And then we're going to give medals, for different events as well, too. We'll have an opening and closing ceremony. We'll do some video recap. And it's just, during the Olympics, have some fun with your business people.
So this is something where you're going to go to somebody's office. Does somebody pay for this?
They do.
Okay, so you're getting exposure. You're getting advertising.
Yep.
You're part of this. It might be a memorable moment that lingers for years.
That's exactly right. And it's a non-traditional way.
Non-traditional
because
way.
It's not, you don't really have a package, that you would normally come out with every month that you would promote that. This is just a kind of unique
So somebody could
thing.
have you come to their office.
Yep.
And their team, they could assemble their own team.
That's right.
And then it'll be publicized however you do it. And then they can see how they stack up compared to
That's
another
exactly
office.
right. So what I'll do also is on our website, I'll have like a time standing. So of the 6 different events, as you go through, you'll be able to see, hey, I've got to beat X number of points in this event.
Right, but you might have 4 different companies that are heating and air companies.
That's correct.
So how does this one here stack up to that one there?
There's a lot of bragging rights at stake on that.
Oh, my gosh.
There's a lot of bragging rights at stake on that.
This is very non-traditional.
It is.
What's the other one you're doing?
So another one we have coming up on February 2nd.
Okay.
Is another one that I used to do and I've wanted to do it for years, but I'd never had the venue, but I finally have the venue now. It's called the Super Bowling Party. And so, and so this is on the Friday before the Super Bowl. And it's going to be at Lefty's over in Lewis.
Yep.
And so the Friday before the Super Bowl, we're just going to have a party, and we're going to do it every year, and we're going to have a bowling tournament.
Really?
And so what we've done is we're going to take our 12 advertisers that are in the Super Bowl, that have bought commercials in the Super Bowl, and they've got to buy. They've got an in to the team. So it's going to be a 12-man tournament with these guys.
Okay.
And they're going to bowl X number of rounds, and then they're going to whittle it down to 12, 8, 4, and 1. But then I've built a bowling trophy that the business who wins will be able to keep at their place of business for a year.
Right.
It's kind of like the Stanley Cup. When you
Yes.
win the cup, you get to keep it in your hometown
And car
for a year.
dealerships have it amongst
That's
themselves.
right.
Okay.
So I bought this beat up old used bowling pin, and I've made this.
Spent a lot of money.
I did.
Spared no expense.
Well, I had to make it look cool. I didn't want
Right.
a traditional, like the bowling trophy
Right.
with a gold figurine guy and stuff.
Right.
So I found a pin, and then I've kind of beat it up, and then I'm mounting it to this base, and then we'll put a plaque where you can put the different businesses and
There you
add
go.
to it during that time as well too. So there's just a couple of little things.
Was there
that
any
we've done.
openings in either one of these?
Absolutely, there's some
Well, I was gonna
openings
say, so,
in
I
there.
mean, if somebody's watching right now and they say,
Yes.
hey, I want to get in on that.
You can
Who
either
do they call?
Well, they can either call the station at 302-227 WRDE 9733 227.
Brooks will figure it out in a
Yeah,
minute.
I think
He's
that's
real
what it
good
is.
with math. By 10 o'clock, he'll have
So
it
you can
figured out.
email my first name, last name, Mark Lashir at WRDE.com, and I'll be happy.
Are
to
you
help.
Martin's brother?
No.
Oh, I just wondered.
Is there somebody named Martin?
Who's the guy, Martin Lashir? Who interviewed Michael Jackson? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Close.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He's from out of town.
Like, not to be confused with the guy from Syria, Bashir al-Assad.
Oh, no. This guy's an interviewer.
Oh, goodness.
All right. So anyway, people could get one of these. Now, I bet all your ads for the Olympics are sold.
So, I do have some available spots in there. They're very tight. It's very tight on inventory. We don't have a ton of spots, but I think there's a little bit of wiggle room in there that people.
So if they want to be involved in, what did you call it, non-traditional advertising?
Non-traditional ways, we do a lot of stuff. Another
and more
example.
ideas are probably coming.
Well, every time we do a Facebook Live, I consider that a non-traditional revenue.
Okay.
Because you wouldn't normally just call up say, hey, can we
come in today
and do a Facebook Live segment?
Right.
But sometimes we'll go through the calendar, and I keep a content calendar, as most businesses should. As a matter of fact, all business should.
What is this?
A content calendar would be just a calendar that you have internally for yourself monthly that talks about special days of the month that are coming up that may be relevant to your business that you may be able to latch on to and get some additional promotional
Make a note of that, Bruce.
effort for.
Okay.
So if it's... I'll give you it's National Veggie Omelet Day coming up.
When's that?
I don't know. I just
okay.
made it.
Okay, fine. It's a new.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Smith's may be able to say, "Oh, it's not, we do a great veggie omelet." Then we're going to promote that in such as well too.
Okay.
So it's just kind of looking at what's around, what's ahead, and then figuring out.
I would create a Facebook page for each one of these days.
That's
Lock them babies in.
Oh man,
I could sell them later in life.
You could.
So you're saying if somebody has something, they could be Irish, and there might be some Irish thing, or they might have a
National
pub,
Irish Potato Spud Day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And then
It could
you
be-
would come into a Facebook Live.
Yeah.
And that would be on the WRDE.
That's correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you come because I've seen you.
I
'Cause
do.
You talk a lot like I do, like this.
With your hands.
Hands.
I'm a hand
Thinking,
talker.
man, if I ever get handcuffed, I won't even be able to get my name.
I do. It is. It's bad when you
handcuffed
watch
me and
it.
I can talk.
You're probably like me and you watch them after the fact and
Oh,
you
no,
notice
totally
that.
Right.
Gosh,
We have
I
had
talk with
people
those
call
hands.
in this show and say they were thumbing through the channels and they seen this guy waving his arms and they stopped. We've had visitors to the area that are down here vacationing and stuff like that. So anyway, will you be able to hang out a little bit more and talk to us again?
I would definitely hang out and
All
talk
right,
with you
well, we're going
guys.
to cut you off for the moment.
Okay.
And we're going to have you back and we'll talk about some more
Let's
ideas.
do it.
Is
Let's
that
do
all
it.
right?
Let's do it. Let's do
Okay.
it.
All right. Well, next I'm going to get Colin Walls down here again. We're going to talk about Walls Service Center. I think they're going to go live, and we're going to get to see Tracy sitting in the lobby of Walls Service Center. So, Tracy, be prepared. We're getting ready to come to you, all right? So, anyway, we've already seen the parking lot. Now we're going to see Tracy at Walls Service Center, all right? We're going to miss Kevin Short today. It's kind of a
Yeah,
shame
I
he's
know.
not here, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to have to eat a little bit more because we don't have to share some of those Dean's delicious
Sharing
dishes
is
with him.
caring. Oh, hit the
Yeah.
share button, everybody.
That's
I
right.
keep thinking that. How y'all doing?
That's right. We do
All
need
right.
to hit the share button.
We do hit the share button.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Wall Service Center is open.
We are open today, and
Stacy, Tracy, she's there.
Tracy.
Tracy's there today.
Stacy works for you.
That's right.
Tracy works for
I
me.
have Stacy, I have Katie, I have Sharon, Kim, and Jenny. And sometimes I get them mixed up.
Do you?
It's terrible.
Do you now?
Yep. If I would
I
just
know.
talk slower and think it through, I would know who I'm talking about.
Well, the Stacy
Right.
Tracy thing, I can understand that. It can get a
Okay,
little bit.
it can
so,
happen.
hey, we talked about this where we
Yes.
we check the car out. We give it a good
Yes.
check over, and we talked about earlier also about we've replaced a lot of batteries here lately, and so when we do a regular service on your car, an oil change, we're going to do this inspection sheet.
But
One
you
of the
do
things,
that, the oil change is the minimum. Meaning,
Right.
from an oil change, and any time you work on their vehicle, you do that.
mostly
Am I
just
right
for the
or
oil
no?
changes, right? No,
Mostly oil changes,
right?
okay.
And we do
See, he knew the
look
answer.
things over, and if we see something,
Okay.
we do.
But what you're
if
saying is that oil change is a good way to get a checkup.
right. Well, and let me say this: a lot of times somebody will say, "Hey, I've got a wheel bearing making a noise or a noise,
Okay, okay.
and can you just give it a good check over?" Absolutely, we can do that. We're going to do one of these check sheets right here. So if you're having other work done and you want a good check over, otherwise,
mention
yeah, just mention it and we do it
Okay.
at no charge for you. So anyway, what was I talking about? The batteries.
The batteries.
So we've put a lot of batteries in here lately, and what we can do is
Why
when
is
you're
that?
because of the cold weather.
It puts more strain on a
It
battery?
does, yeah.
Okay.
We're going to look at it. We're going to check it. And if you look right here, you can see, we've got the green, the yellow, and the red, and actual percentages, of what it is, 0 to 100%.
So you hook something to it to test it?
Yes, we do. Yep, and
Okay.
we check it and check
Checks
the
the strength of it.
The state of health of the battery
State
is
of
what they call
health.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
and they put it in percentage form. But we also are going to look at your brakes and see how much brake pad is left on it. And we're not just going to
So
say
brake pad starts out so thick, and you're measuring how thin,
right.
how close it is to metal hitting metal.
Right, yeah, and most brake pads start out at about 10 to 12 millimeters, something like that.
So you have a little gauge or something.
Yeah, and then we just check them as they go down. So we've got over 5 millimeters, 3 to 5 millimeters, less than 3 millimeters. So less than
Okay.
3 millimeters means you need to get them replaced.
But if you don't stay ahead of your brakes, you can end up needing brakes and rotors.
Right.
Because when it gets to metal,
Yeah.
it gets more expensive.
Now, a lot of times with cars, brakes are lasting a lot longer. People are getting 90 to 100,000 miles out of their original brakes on it. And by that time,
you need rotors
You
too.
need rotors too, just because
Right.
they've worn down so much. And the rotors are so thin anymore from the beginning because they last so long.
Right.
That the material they're made out of is better. So they last
Okay.
longer, so they're thinner to start with. That you can't turn them like you used to. Remember how you used to have them turn machine? You can't do that anymore. Anyway, you can do it, but usually they're out of specs by the time you do. So anyway, Walls Service Center. Give us a call, 422-8110, wallsservicecenter.com on the web. Stop in. We're at 220 Northeast Front Street, downtown Milford, right across from Abbott's Grill, next to Bicentennial Park, and check out the frozen Mississippian River. It's not completely frozen, but there's plenty of ice there.
And if you see
along
somebody
it.
walking on the ice, say hi, Mayor.
Yeah.
Hi, Mayor. Hi, Mayor. All right. Now, tomorrow morning, we're not doing anything. It's Monday morning. We're doing live with Walls and Weller. We're really doing the Dan Gaffney Show. What are we doing?
Yeah, so Dan Gaffney is on vacation. He's off for New Year's Day.
Yes,
so
he is.
you and I and Amy Brown will be filling in for him at the Catch It Live studio. So we're actually
Might
going to
take
be
some phone calls.
We'll take some phone calls. Yep, there'll be a different number than the normal Delaware 1059 phone number.
So tune us in. So they can watch us where? On WRDE?
They can watch us on WRDE, which is
Because right now we're talking to the cozy audience.
right. So right now you could watch it Monday morning on WRDE, which is channel 9 and 809 on cable.
Okay.
It's channel 31 over the 31.1 over the air, and channel 31, just regular 31 on Dish and DirecTV.
Okay. Are we going to be on Facebook or we don't know?
We might be on Facebook. We might be on
might
the
be on
WRDE
Facebook. We're
on
not sure.
Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah. So just check it out.
5:30 to 7 Monday morning, New Year's Day. We would like you to hang out with us. Maybe call in and chime in with us, and maybe you'll win something. Is that right?
I think so. What are you giving away?
I'm not sure. We still have
Oh.
the Turkish spa out there.
Yes, the Turkish spa.
So-
yeah.
And you don't have to be Turkish to get in it.
But it's now the Turkish ice skating rink.
Correct. We might be holding some contests out there.
Right,
Who
right.
knows? We might have some giveaways. We probably will. We're going to have a good time. We're going to laugh, cut up, carry on, entertain you. It will be some of the best entertainment you'll be able to get on WRDE from 5:30 to 7.
If you've never seen us in high definition video,
Oh, yeah.
you will be able to see us in high definition video.
Yep. Okay.
All right. See you
Anything
Monday.
else? All
No,
right.
see
We're
you
going to get
Monday.
Mark on, and I saw Dean come in, so I am excited. All right. Mark Lashir is coming down, and we are talking about WRDE and My Cozy TV. I don't know if he works for one side or the other or both.
Both.
But both sides. And he's talking about non-traditional things. And really, that's where it's at, folks. In other words, the guy that comes up with something, like the man that invented a paperclip was cool. But the man that invented the man or lady that invented the colored paperclip was even cooler. Okay?
That's right. Because
It
you
is.
could, give me the red clip.
Right.
Give me the green.
But now the variety, that old silver one, man, that's just old school.
Now I
All
can
right.
differentiate.
Correct. Right. I can relate to.
That's right.
It's my mood. Oh, this is no lie. I bought a new vehicle last night. Guess what you can do in this vehicle? You can change the color of the interior lighting.
Oh,
so like where
the
your cup holder
LEDs?
is? Yes. Like down in the bottom, there's a ring underneath the dash, along the doors, and you can change it. There's like 6 or 8 different
Whatever your
colors.
mood is.
Whatever your mood is.
If you're angry, you might want to change
Right.
it to
If
red.
you got some road rage, I need to change the color inside this vehicle, everybody. All right.
There's so much cool things with cars
Oh,
nowadays.
we were a couple hours inside that vehicle.
I don't doubt.
And I said, I gotta just start asking you questions, because I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
So they closed an hour before that. So we had a good time out there. But the parking thing was really, really
It's
neat.
one of those self-parking ones.
Yes,
as
right.
well,
You
too.
just-
You
if
just
you're riding
hands off
along,
and it just...
you control the brake and the gas, and that's it.
That's awesome.
Leave that steering wheel alone. And it's like trusting that lady that's in your GPS.
Let me tell you.
It's like amazing. So anyway, but it's got these massaging seats. That's the one for
It's
me.
like riding around in a sharper image chair.
I have where'd I buy my chair? Brookstone.
Same thing.
Brookstone.
Same difference.
Right, I
That's
have one of
exactly
them,
right.
but it won't fit in my vehicle. So, but anyway. So what's some other stuff going on? Now, WRDE is our local TV station, okay? They focus on positive, family-friendly things.
We love it.
Right, and very active in the community. Bob
Very
Backman
active.
has got a good team.
He's the greatest ever.
He
Bobby.
is.
Cool
He's
Bobby B.
Cool Bobby B.
Cool Bobby B.
Yep. When you
Also-
have questions, does he answer them quickly or slowly?
Quickly.
Quickly. That's
Yeah.
what I find.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
very quick on it. It's
Yep.
funny is that you can also, if many people don't know, if you do have Sirius XM as well too, you can listen to him on 50s
Yeah.
at 5. He
50s at 5.
He does a Sunday night show called Cool Bobby B's Doo-Wop Stop.
And that's Bob Backman.
And that's Cool Bobby B, our
Yeah.
NBC station president right here. And it was really cool. He had the opportunity to start that station here. And our office is right above the Cape Gazette.
Oh,
Over
that's right.
in Lewis.
Yep, I've been
so
there.
if
Yep.
you're familiar with the beach area, right across from where the Nassau Valley Vineyard is, there's a little shopping center, and there's a Cape Gazette there, and we're right upstairs. And a lot of people, just don't know that that's where we are. And
Right.
we started that
That's the
station.
hub of America right
That's
there.
The hub of America. You might as well have been down in Pocomoke City. It's
Right.
It's the hub down there. And but in 2014, that station launched in June on cable.
Really?
And so at the time, there was Fox, or excuse me, the NBC station out of Philly, and
Okay.
also the NBC station out of Baltimore. So when we first came on, we were sandwiched between Philly and Baltimore, and then here's our little NBC station. I mean, it was a job, because you're going out there trying to get people to jump on and support you in your station, and you're like, well, which one are they going to stop on? And then finally, later on in the year, they finally moved those stations into the nosebleed section of the cable tier.
Okay.
So now when people tune on their television sets, we're really the local option for them right there.
Okay.
And kudos to our team. They're
Got a good group.
hard-working people over there.
Yeah.
And, from our ad sales people to our traffic people to our, just everybody, the news team, our reporters, we have a lot of fun over there.
Right, and it looks like it.
We have more fun
like
than
it.
we should be having over there is what we do.
Yeah.
But it's...
what's your permit? How much fun are you allowed to... Are you beyond your permitted level?
I think I'm very thankful to Bob because, anytime you have a phone and you have the ability to go live in a moment's notice, that takes an enormous amount of trust to be able to put that into a person's hands and say, you can represent my station at any point in time. And that's really kind of what we've been able to do. We have to be very careful when we do that, but...
you do a lot of Facebook Lives
Yeah.
on WRDE's Facebook page.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you the only one that does it, or do other people do
I am the only one that does the live stuff. I mean,
Okay.
we have some of our reporters that do some live cut-ins when they're doing news stories. But if I'm going to a business and we're going to do a promotional piece, I'm the one that does all those.
it? So if a business wants to do this, you're for hire.
We're for hire.
In other words, so, let's just say there's a business
Yeah.
watching right this minute and says, okay, how does that work? How does that work? Louise and Danny, I have just a little gift for the two of you.
Uh-oh.
Right here. Two different things. $1,000 gift cards, two of them. They have $10 left on each one. So there's your first $10 each. And here's your Weller's discount cards for the year. So, Louise and Danny, Merry Christmas. Oh, okay. And
Merry
Louise, I'll
Christmas.
see you tomorrow.
Happy New Year.
Okay? All right. Happy New Year. There you go. Leave your tip and take your purse. All right. Okay. All right. So anyway, okay, let's say somebody's watching right now.
Yep.
And they're saying, I got a business and I've never advertised, or I don't understand advertising. I kind of want to check it out, but I'm not sure. What do you do? So let's start with, one of an affordable way, I would think, to get your business noticed would be to have you come to a Facebook Live thing.
Yeah, you know, if
We don't
you
have
first of all, if
prices,
if a business hasn't done any advertising whatsoever, number one, I would tell them to make sure they have a website. If they don't have a website, you need a website.
Where are you going to steer them to?
You
Right.
got to have some place where people land and finally.
But you
get
don't do
to.
websites.
I have, you know.
Really?
I mean, I've
Okay.
I kind of jack of all trades in that regard.
Okay.
So I will help people and assist them to getting their foot in the door on a website platform. It may not be.
So if somebody talks to you, you're going to give them some basic 101 guidance a little bit.
Correct. So I'm a marketer at heart. You know,
Okay.
and marketing is my background, and so I do a lot of video work. I've done radio. I've done print. I've done TV. So I'm pretty well rounded in the universe of marketing. But you know, if they wanted to do a Facebook Live segment, those are just easy.
So you come to them.
Yeah, and it's really you know, looking at either the business themselves can take the initiative to look ahead into 2018 and say, here's what I noticed I should be speaking about.
Right.
Here's events that maybe I should promote during that time. Or we would do it. Or, you know what I mean? A lot of people, they're too busy in their business to work on their business at the same time. So we'd leave it to the media people, you know, to kind of come up with ideas for that.
So it starts with a phone call.
Starts with a phone call.
So you have
and
like
an email.
lots of different ideas. You're saying
All
all
the
you need
time.
is the opportunity for somebody to listen to you.
Yeah. And really,
Okay.
that's what it takes nowadays because there's so much
Right.
clutter. You got to break through it somehow.
Right.
And so
Right.
you have to do different things than you normally would do nowadays.
And
as
worst
you know.
case scenario, if they talk to you a little bit, they're just going to get some free business advice.
Absolutely.
You know, so they don't have anything to lose
No.
here. Nothing high pressure going on.
You shake the tree,
So-
you get the apples.
Right.
You know, that's what it is. People bring me in to shake the tree.
Right. All right. So do they call you? Do they call where? Where does somebody call?
I would say you could call the station 302-227-9733 is
9733.
WRDE spelled out.
Okay.
You can call my cell phone if you want to. It's a Maryland number. It's 443-235-6239.
443-235-6239. 6239. Call him in just a minute, just
That's
so you
right.
know, so he knows we
And
got
then-
8,000 people watching.
And then, you know, email always works as well. too.
Email.
And that's
Okay.
just, it's Mark, and then the last name is Leshear. That's to know it's a difficult one.
Okay.
It's Leishear.
Oh my gosh.
I know. There's a lot of
Can't be Mark
there's a lot of consonants and
Okay.
vowels mixed up into that. At WRDE.com.
Can they look you up on Facebook?
They can look me up on Facebook. You
All
know.
right.
Or you can go to the RDE Facebook page. You can send a message. Because
Okay.
I'm the one that usually replies and responds to those
Really?
as well, too. Yeah.
All right.
But we have
Well-
fun on that. You guys are doing a lot of stuff on our page.
We are,
man.
yeah.
We love it.
Yeah. Well, we're glad to be
I
part
can
of
always
it,
tell
you know,
when you're
in other words-
live on there because when I go and check in, I see all these comments and stuff
Oh,
with
yeah.
people commenting and liking
Yeah,
and stuff.
How much
It's a
longer are
lot
you
of
going to
fun.
be tying us up, Jim?
I think it's wonderful what you guys are doing. I'm glad you guys are on our page.
We need to
doing
get
that
you to
stuff.
see our studio some. Has he ever been there?
No.
Would you get him scheduled for a Wednesday night? Huh? She can do that.
We can do that.
We'll get you on a Wednesday night
Let's
too,
do
okay?
it. Yeah,
All right.
I'm down with it. Let's do
All
it.
right. Well, we're going to leave you for now.
We'll do it.
Okay.
We got a lot
Happy
of
New
great
Year.
stuff on NBC coming up.
Okay.
Look, before we leave, I'll promote that as well too.
Okay.
The my favorite,
Okay.
Better Late Than Never, is
Better
the
Late
new
Than
show
Never.
that's coming back on January 1.
Okay.
So that's William Shatner, Terry Bradshaw, George Foreman, Henry Winkler. I don't know if you saw that.
Really? The
It was-
Fonzie.
Yeah, all four of these guys.
The Fonz.
Then they take a trip across the world, and then they do random, fun, crazy adventures.
Really?
It's hysterical.
We
It was
all
like
should do
during the
that.
Summer Olympics in Rio, they aired it, and they were over in like Shanghai and China and these other places.
Really?
And this time they're in like Eastern Europe and a couple of.
Okay.
It's hysterical to see. So I advise people to go and
Check
tune
that
it
out.
out at least one time.
All right.
You got it.
Dean. All right.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Likewise.
Okay?
Good to see
Was
you.
it
Yes.
good?
It was wonderful.
Have any
Thank you so-
constructive criticism you want to give us while we're here?
No, you guys are nailing it. This is
We're
great.
trying.
Yeah, this is awesome. What a setup you guys have here.
Well, we've learned if you spend enough money, you can have quality equipment.
That's right.
Okay.
That's what it all comes down to.
And we have willing people to sell us stuff.
That's right.
Right. All right. Did I give you a discount card? No, I didn't.
I got my
That's
Smith's
for-
card.
Yeah, that's that. There you go.
Oh, thank you
That's
kindly.
all you're getting. Oh, you going to Lowe's anytime soon? Here's 10% off.
Yes, I am actually.
There you
As a
go.
matter of fact, I am.
How did I know that?
Hey, go on.
See you. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I know. All right.
All right, good
I
stuff.
think Dean is here, so I'm going to let you go. Okay?
Thank you.
very much.
Yes.
So if Dean is ready, we're ready whenever he's ready. But if not, we'll just talk about him in the meantime. But Dean's Delicious Dishes, we love having him on, and we're here inside Smith's Cafe. And I just want to say good morning to everybody. And just come on down and say hi. And if you want to, Monday morning, we're going to be doing a show, Colin and I and Amy Brown. We're going to have a lot of fun, and that's going to be live on WRDE TV, okay? So you're watching on Cozy. Can we take a phone call, Brooks? We got any time for that? All right, 422-7336. 422-7336. If you'd like to call in and just say howdy, do it now, because in a minute or two, I think we're going to have Dean on, and we're going to be tied up from that point on. So anyway, Smith's Cafe is where we're at. Kids eat free till noon on Saturday. They got all kinds of specials. Look up their Facebook page. There's Smith's Cafe. And I want to tell you that starting a week from tomorrow, that I believe is the 6th or the 7th. I can't remember the date. But anyway, the first Sunday of 2018, Smith's Cafe is going to be open on Sundays. They're going to open 7 days a week, and I believe the hours are 6 to 8, 6 in the morning till 8. So they got good food, they got breakfast, they got specials like their Facebook page, they got breakfast specials, lunch specials, dinner specials. They have just a little bit of everything. Their Crab Imperial is fantastic. Their burgers are great. They're not frozen. They have a Krabby Burger that's really good. Their crab cakes are good. Their shrimp is good. Their hot roast beef sandwiches are good. Their cucumbers and onions are good. Their napkins are clean, free napkins with all purchases. And the restrooms here are nice. We're inside the Delmarva Teen Challenge thrift store. It is well lit. There is hundreds of light bulbs here, and it's well lit. It is a 30-some thousand square foot mega thrift store. It's the Delmarva Teen Challenge thrift store. So if you're looking to buy something, you're looking for a bargain, or you just want to donate something to them, feel free to do that. I'm moving things around because I'm preparing to talk to Dean. This is Dean, and we're going to talk about Dean's. Oh my gosh. This is looking pretty darn good. All right, can everybody see this? Hold it still. Just 1 second. Katie, how you doing? Katie's doing a great job, everybody. We've not had one complaint on her yet today, but the day is not over. So anyway, Dean, how you doing, buddy?
Good. Did
you have a good Christmas?
Oh, I had a great Christmas.
Good. And what are you doing for New Year's?
New Year's Day, I'll be here working. We'll be open New Year's Day.
That's right. 6 to 8?
6 to 8.
6 to 8, New Year's Day. Yeah. What a great place. We ought to get 100 people to meet us here on New Year's Day and let Brooks buy our food. What do you think of that, everybody? Okay.
As long as I can use my Weller's credit card, I'm good to go.
Fine with me.
All right, deal.
Okay, I'll report it stolen an hour later. All right. So anyway, okay, so what else is going on? So what is this plate right here for starters?
That's our stuffed scallops.
Stuffed scallops. Man, that looks good.
It's got crab meat, scallops, pinko breading,
Wow.
Old Bay, garlic salt, paprika,
No kidding.
butter, and parsley.
Do you make your own coleslaw also?
Yes, we make our own coleslaw.
And what is that?
That's the sweet potatoes, candied sweet potatoes.
Really?
Yep.
So this comes with two sides?
Comes with two sides. It's going to be a
All right.
special tonight.
Is it really? Do you know the price?
I believe it. I want to say it's around $19.95.
Really?
I believe that's what the price was.
All right, so that's one of them.
Yep.
Now, what's this? This looks pretty healthy.
This is our spinach salad.
What's that, chicken on it?
It's grilled marinated chicken breast.
Man, that looks good.
Yeah, it comes with spinach, bacon, onions. Comes with hard-boiled egg and
Look at
the
that.
chicken. You can get the chicken fried or grilled.
Can you really?
Yes.
Wow, that's a lot of chicken too for a salad.
Oh yeah, that's.
You didn't skimp on that.
No, we don't skimp on.
Wow.
That's for the
So-
large salad. A bit smaller if it was a side salad.
Okay. Okay. Wow. So all kinds of things. Anything else new that you're doing, or have I got it right that a week from tomorrow you're opening on Sundays?
Yep, starting the 7th.
Is that the 7th? Okay.
Yep.
All right, starting the 7th. And are they really going to open at 6 in the morning?
Yep, that's what,
6
that's
to
what I
8.
was told. Six.
Okay.
I think it might be 6 to 8 or 6 to 7:30. I'm not
Okay.
sure. I'm not
Okay.
sure what the closing
All right.
time is.
But either way, you're opening on Sunday starting on the 7th.
Yep.
And you'll be able to get the good homemade food that Smith's is famous for.
Oh, yeah.
How long has the Smith's family been in the food industry?
I don't know. I've been working with them off and on for almost 28 years now. So.
And it was longer than that.
Longer than that, yeah.
Wow. So if you, and what they've got the Smith way. In other words, the way they make their dumplings, the way they make things. In other words, you can buy food at many different restaurants, but there is a difference here. They use good quality food. They make it from scratch, family-friendly environment, nice atmosphere. It's not really a cafe. It's a full-blown restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
Here. You know, and then you can go browse around the thrift store if you feel like it. But if not, they have an entrance that you don't even have to go through the thrift store. You can just come right in and
you
sit
can browse.
down.
You can browse around, work it off, and come back get some more dessert.
Yeah, get some of that frozen farmer ice cream, huh?
There you go.
And they got cakes and pies. Now they're all made fresh right here.
Yes,
Is that right?
Yeah, Maryland brought some in yesterday. They're going fast.
Now they look like they're already ready in takeout containers, so somebody can grab and go.
What is it? What is it?
What is that?
They take and slice them, put them on the plate, so it'd be easier for the
Ready
waitress
to go.
grab
Okay.
them. And, yep.
But you can get them to go. You can get a
Oh, yeah.
takeout, can't you?
Yeah, you can get a takeout.
Can you get a whole cake or pie to take with you if you want?
Yeah, if we got it.
If you got it ready.
If not, we can get one for you in like 24 hours.
Now, can we talk about the birthday thing? Are you still doing that?
For right now, we're still doing it. You gotta get
All
a
right.
24-hour notice.
But eight or more people.
Eight or more people.
And you're going to furnish the birthday cake?
We'll furnish the cake.
Wow. Now, what else do I need to know? Every time I come here, it's just an amazing adventure. So,
It's just great atmosphere. Just be careful coming out today because of the weather.
what's the roads like? You come in.
The highways are pretty clear. There's some spots on the back roads that
Okay.
here and there.
Especially if where the wind's blowing across or
Yeah,
something.
it's just a little icy on certain spots.
What are you doing New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve, I don't know yet.
Okay.
'Cause
Yet to be determined.
I might be going up there to Greenwood.
Greenwood.
Smith's is closing. Tomorrow's their last day.
Tomorrow's. So we want to encourage people. Smith's Restaurant in Greenwood, same family, is closing tomorrow. That's their last day.
Yep.
And we would really like the community to come out and just pack the place
Oh, yeah.
before church, after church, during the day, and just let them know you've appreciated them over the years. And but they are closing, and all the energy from the Smith family is going to be concentrated right here at Smith's Cafe in Seaford.
Yeah, they'll still be able to see Jimmy. He can come up here. Jimmy,
Correct,
Jimmy's
right.
going to be here a couple days a week.
I'm hoping to get
And
Jimmy
Dennis.
on the show every Saturday. But a lot of wisdom there. Good,
Oh, yeah.
good family, good hardworking people, and good food every time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And they got gift cards too.
Oh,
If you want a
plenty.
gift card, just stop in and get one. If you
Oh,
don't know
sure.
what to get somebody, they got enough on their menu. They will be happy with a gift card. So,
Oh,
and they're
yeah.
one size fits all.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
These are $1,000 gift cards, and I've used up everything but $10 on them. That's how I'm playing it off there. Okay, so I use. How much does that mean? I used $990,
Oh, yeah.
and I left $10 because I don't want to take it all. Okay, so these are $10 gift cards. So, all right. Well, I'm going to thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and I did give you a Weller's discount card,
Yep.
right?
Oh, yeah,
All
I've been
right.
using it.
You've been using it. Where
Oh,
are you
yeah.
using it?
I use Papa John's mostly.
Papa John's.
Can't beat it. Get one piece and get one free.
That's pretty hard to beat, isn't it?
Can't beat it.
All right, thanks, Dean.
Thank you.
Okay, take
right,
care.
yep.
All right, that is Dean. So anyway, we're in the last few minutes. This is our last show of the year. Katie, give your iPad to Brooks and come have a seat with me. All right? We're going to talk to Katie for just a minute because there's only a minute or two left. And Katie has got a big event going on in her life New Year's Eve. I have no idea what it is, but she's probably going to stay home and pet the dog. Fern,
Yes.
what are you doing New Year's Eve?
Well, we always go to New Jersey to family friends,
Oh, really?
but I canceled because I've been very under the weather.
Okay.
So I figured I need to
Rest up.
clean my house and
Okay.
see
All right.
my
we have
child
to
and
pose for the picture, Katie. Right over there. Brooks takes him on the run. Oh, he can't even work the iPad. Daggone, Brooks. Here we go. All right. We're good, he said. We're good.
yes. So I might
We're
make
good.
a nice dinner or something, but
Okay.
nothing major,
Nothing major.
which is
Okay.
very unlike what we normally do.
All right. We'll give you a break.
Yes.
You know,
What time should they be
sometimes
there?
you do need to take a break.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'm feeling it.
Okay. So, you had a big party.
We
1,000
did.
people showed up or something like that.
I don't think so. I'd still be
So-
cleaning up from that.
Okay. But you had a party a while back. And
And the kids
recovered
were
from
all in
that.
the garage, so I'm still finding juice boxes and Cheetos.
Okay. I'd throw them away now.
Yep.
I wouldn't.
And the Cheetos. I mean, the first 5 minutes, the whole bag.
The whole bag was gone. Yeah.
Really?
And I made those
Somebody
little
inhaled them.
the pigs in a blanket, and they
Right.
were like, as soon as I would bring a tray out, they were gone.
Gone.
Yes, the kids.
Wow.
Yeah,
They were sharing with each other.
they were doing
Sharing is
something.
caring. Oh, hit the share button one more time. I have got to do a better job of remembering that. So, who are some guests you got lined up for in the future? Any stick in your mind? If you ever want to be on the show, let us know. Send Katie an email.
Certainly.
Katie@wellers.com. Katie@wellers.com.
I'm working on it. Maybe there's some
Okay.
surprises.
Surprises. What? It's the end of the show. The show's over. All right, goodbye, everybody. I guess we're out of here.
Not quite.
Oh, we're not?
Almost.
Timer.
Oh, there's a timer.
Yeah,
Katie.
there is. There is.
Okay.
What
so
are your New
anyway,
Year's plans?
I may do a ride along. I may. Okay.
You're not going to see
That's
Norm J. Jones at the Ellendale Fire.
Oh! I got to say this: the Ellendale New Year's Day parade has been canceled.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because the weather's going to be so bitterly cold. Okay, so for sure, the New Year's Day parade downtown Ellendale has been canceled. Okay, it is supposed to be blistering cold on Monday. Okay, so anyway, I just wanted to tell everybody that. But the New Year's Eve party
Is still on?
Okay, so I wanted to let you know that.
Good
Brooks,
deal.
you were getting ready to say something.
Isn't there supposed to be some pretty bad weather next week? Like
That's why they
snow?
canceled the
Like
parade.
like snow.
Right.
Wow.
But it's supposed to be incredibly cold.
Yeah,
15,
really cold.
20 degrees below zero or something like that. I don't know about that, but it's supposed to be cold.
Single digits, maybe.
Single digits. All right. Anything else in closing, Brooks?
I want to wish everybody a happy New Year. I want to wish my wife a happy 13th year anniversary as well.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Happy anniversary,
Yeah.
Brooks and Jessica.
Congratulations. That's like one big, long stress test.
It
What did
is.
you say?
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
It's a
Good
milestone.
job. Got 3 little girls.
Yep.
Brooks and Jessica have done a good job. I knew them before they were married. They were just kids.
Amazing.
So, and they've grown into fine adults. We're out of time. Go see Brooks in sales today. Weller's is open. Let's sell some trailers. And other than that, God bless you. Thank you and Happy New Year.